Right. Sounds still the same. Everything is still cracking.
I'm always scared to have these like on because I feel like it's gonna be like, oh!
No, it should be good,
bruh.
It should be good.
All right, well, shit. Welcome back to Oh My Charles, the podcast.
Here we go.
I am
Geese.
Come on. And I am
Hawk.
And welcome back to another episode of Oh My Charles, the podcast. This is episode 68.
You sure about that?
68.
68. I can't wait till we get to the next one.
Oh my God.
Now that I'm doing that screen, I feel a little wild too because like me and my neighbor are like follow each other on social media, and I was off one of these nights this week, and I'm watching battle rap shit. It's loud as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
She messaged me like, "Yo, could you turn that down?" I'm like, "Ah, shit, my bad." Then I'm thinking about when I had the neighbor that was playing Call of Duty, screaming and shit, "Fuck, man, help!" Screaming and stomping and shit. I'm like, damn, am I that guy now? You ever had like a loud ass neighbor when you was living in like apartments?
For sure. Yeah. But I mean, there was a story. Yo, all right. So we had this one neighbor. And this is back at the bachelor pad. That turned into the Roach Motel. So I had a downstairs neighbor. The people that moved in that gave us the roaches.
Yeah.
And there was a Christmas there, right? And I think she was a snap, honestly. She might have been like a crackhead or something. She had something going on with her because it was wild hours of the night that she would do this. But there's one song that I never want to hear again for the rest of my life that I will be perfectly happy if I never hear it again.
One specific song?
One specific song, and it's a holiday song too at that. And it's one of the most classic Black holiday songs. Like it has to get played. It has to. So I don't get upset when I hear it. Mm-hmm. But man, I fucking hate it now.
I have no clue what song you're about
Let me tell you this motherfucking story. Boys to Men, Let It Snow.
Oh yeah.
What's
wrong with that?
This crackhead, I swear to God. So I think she would do the drugs and then she would nod off for hours, right?
Yeah.
This song will play on repeat for hours.
Oh, okay.
I'm banging on the door. Yo, snap out of it. Punching, kicking, boom, boom, boom. Stomping on the floor. Let It Snow. Just imagine from 2 p.m. till fucking the next day.
Oh yeah.
Like morning the next day. I guess he woke up from the fucking crack coma. And she decided to turn it off. But it was loud. It would thump, like, you know what I mean? Let it snow. Like, I know every fucking pitch, tone.
Yeah.
Like, it started turning into torture. Yo, we would fucking beat that door down. Trying to wake this woman up to fucking turn this fucking song off.
And that's what I don't understand either, because it's like, first of all, playing music at a certain time, it's like, yo, you got to be conscious of when this is on. I work overnight, so when I come home, I'm not trying to do nothing but eat and skeet and sleep. That's it. That's the order that I want to do that in. So I get home around 9 a.m. I'm figuring everybody's just waking up. Maybe they're leaving for work. Or maybe they're just like, fuck it, I'm staying asleep because I want to sleep in. It's so strange, bro. On the weekend, I'm asleep and I'll wake up to I'm like, huh? I'm like, yo, it's fucking 8:30 in the morning, bro. It makes no sense, and I don't understand this shit, bro. And I don't understand how people get the urge to blast music that early. Like, bro, what is wrong with you? Unless you're in the car, you're in the car. I don't care if it's 6 a.m. I'm blasting. I don't give a fuck. I'm blasting Ransom or whoever it's on. Or if I'm in the gym. But in the crib, that shit is crazy, man. Like, I be wanting to pistol whip these motherfuckers, man. Like, I'm starting to hate this area. It was such a good area, and then it's just one nigga, man. It's just this neighbor that I got, right? He don't watch the pod. And if he do, I don't care. You live next door, I will fuck you up. So this guy moves in, right? I see him. I look out the door. You know how it is. You get new neighbors. You're just nosy. You're just looking outside. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, all right, whatever. Because when I did get a new neighbor, I got a new neighbor above me, but she's a woman and she looked good. So like, whatever. Everything's good. And she don't make noise. So whatever. She actually looks like, no. Should I say that? I can say that on here. You ever watch the... what? You ever watch the a particular filth video with the cops, the two Caucasian cops, and they just be arresting all the niggas and fucking them?
Yeah. Yeah.
She looks like the blonde one. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. So we get this little guy. I can't tell how old this guy is. Like, what? I can't tell if he's like in his mid 40s, if he's in his mid 30s, or if he's like 28. I just can't tell. So, little short light-skinned guy. He looks like he like moves real like
he's flowy.
Not yet. I wanted to say majestic, but majestic is kind of graceful. He's not graceful. He just like, I don't know. He just seems like he's always drunk. Okay, so whatever. He moves here. He keeps just parking in my spot, and I'm like, okay, he's new. He doesn't understand. I'm like, bro, this is my spot, and he's like, oh my bad, man. I ain't know. So I'm like, all right. So just observing him, I'm like, okay, he has the hood essence. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, so he's from the hood. I'm like, all right, whatever, cool. He has a lot of company coming through. And I'm just like, that's cool, whatever. Like, have your friends, your family, yay. You know what I'm saying? No big deal. But it became a big deal, bro. Obviously.
Predictable.
They just kept parking in my spot. And I'm thinking like, okay, how do I respond to this? So it happened a couple times and I didn't even say nothing. I literally just let it go. I parked in the back and I just looked around and I didn't see anybody outside immediately. So I just was like, whatever, I'm going to just let this go. It probably won't keep happening. He'll realize that these are assigned spots to the people who live there. So I'm just like, whatever. Didn't say nothing. So I had this guy that lived next door to me who knew me from playing basketball around there. You know what I mean? So around Pittsburgh, and he sees me one day pull up with a rage in my eyes.
Predictable.
Like I'm ready to just choke everybody in the, you know what I mean, in the vicinity. So he's like, yo, Raz, chill. I look at him. He knows I'm about to snap. And he's like, yo, I know them. I'll talk to him. So I took that as, okay, they're on some shit, yo. Like, I don't want them to come outside and fuck you up. So I'm going to go talk to them and tell them politely before you fuck around and get shot. Mm-hmm. That's how I took it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, you know what? Whatever. I let him. And then dude comes outside. The little drunk guy is just like, he's just in his in his drunken haze. You know what I'm saying? And his company comes out and he's like, oh, is this your spot? I'm like, yeah. He's like, all right, my bad, yo. But he said it like, the way that he was saying it was like, yeah, I did it. Mm-hmm. At least that's how I was taking it. And I was just like I just wanted to just, you know what I'm saying? So he moves it, so I don't really have nothing to be bitching about.
Yeah.
So then he asked what my name was, and I told him, because I'm like, all right, whatever. I live right here. So if there's any issues, like I'm not about to run. I live here. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, all right. You know what I mean? Shit was cool after that. Nobody was parking in my spot. Whatever. Fast forward to about 2 months, maybe 3. I'd say 3 months. 3 months later, all of a sudden it's just a mystery car, and I'm just like,
predictable.
I'm like, who is this, yo? Like, I don't. And I'm like, it's not him, because I already told him, and he wouldn't let his company do this again. It can't be him. So, whatever. I was pissed. I parked in the back. Whatever. So then I see that my cute ass neighbor puts a fucking note on dude's car, and it says something along the lines of, yo, we have assigned spots. You can't park here, right? Now I seen that in the morning. I leave, I come back. He's in my spot. I'm like, yo, what? Like, how dumb are you? You read the note. and then you moved one space
spot
to the
over.
left.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this nigga's an idiot. He's an idiot, an asshole, or he's testing us. So I'm like, I messaged Shorty like, yo, do you know what this person looks like or what house they're going into? And she was like, no, I don't. I'm like, all right, that's cool. So I did some asshole shit.
Predictable.
I blocked him in. I parked directly behind him. He can't leave. So I'm like, whoever the fuck this is going to have to knock on my door.
Yeah.
Come see me, you bitch ass nigga. So I opened my door too. I left the door open and I'm just like, I just want the motherfucker to just please, because I'm going to strangle him. Well, obviously that wasn't the immediate thing I was going to do. I was going to have a nice conversation because I'm not immature.
Yeah.
But at this point, I'm fed up. So I'm like, I'm just thinking like, yo, do they think I'm pussy? Like, I'm getting pissed. And it's funny too, because my boy said the same exact thing to me. One of my friends owed him money. And he texted me and was like, yo, he ain't gave me the money. This nigga think I'm pussy? Like, he just kept saying it. And I'm telling him like, yo, relax, bro, calm down. But then it's ironic because I started feeling that. And I'm like, oh, you just keep parking in my spot. You think I'm a bitch. Like, that's how I was feeling. So I'm like, all right, whatever. So I parked behind dude, but I had to go to work. So I'm like, all right, well, I got to leave. I'm like, damn, like there's nothing I can do. I don't know where this person is. So,
Wait. That car was there for the remainder of the day.
Yes.
And the night.
Yes. So,
Oh,
so this is the thing. So I go to work and then I come back and I come back and the person is in the spot still. And I'm like, yo, are you serious? So I blocked them in again. Blocked them in again. And I went to sleep on the couch. And it's crazy too, because I had a dream. That both of our cars got towed. And I woke up and I looked out the blinds like, shit. Both of our cars were still there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, okay, I got to go to my second job. So it's like, whatever. I left. Didn't get to see the motherfucker. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I come back in the morning. Nobody's there. I'm like, all right, whatever.
Predictable.
Go to the gym and do my thing, blah, blah, blah. Somebody parked there. Again, I lost it. And I'm like, yo, I don't think anybody is dumb enough to just keep letting this happen except for Drunken Haze Majestic. So I go knock on the door. It's loud ass music. It's like a movie. It's like was it Friday After Next when they had the Christmas party? That's the noises that I'm hearing. And I'm just knocking on the door like an old ass man. Dong, 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 dong. And then I hear he gets angry. Like, he's like, who is it? I'm like, it's your neighbor, man. So he opens the door and I'm like, bro, I just immediately start talking. I didn't really give nobody a chance. I said, yo, this is your company right here. And then I said, yo, we got a signed spot. So you can't just keep parking on her. So then he's like, every single time he would just act surprised. It's like, bro, we already had this conversation. Like, why? Like, this is why I really feel like you think I'm pussy. I'm about to slap the shit out of everybody in here and just get shot or whatever happens. So, dude comes out and he's like, yo, no, I noticed your spot. Honestly, I was just waiting for you to get here, bro. And I'm like, huh? What? Like, what bro? I'm like, yo, you can't park here. Just park in the back. Park in the back. That's where the visitors parking is, yo. So he moves his car and then, well, he's getting in the car. Then he turns around and says, he says, is you going to leave back out though? Like, you leaving tonight? Then the neighbor Majestic fam says, just give him his fucking spot. Just give him his fucking spot, man. So at that point, I'm laughing. So he moves and then I get my spot back. But it's just like, I guess that shit's over with because nobody was parking in my spot today. But I just don't understand, like, the scenarios my brain was going through though. I'm like, okay, this is my neighbor. So if I whoop his ass, he has to see me every day. He's not gonna be able to take this ass whooping because this rage that I got, I'm gonna fold this little nigga the fuck up. It's gonna be bad, and his friends are gonna try to help. Unless they have firearms, they're not gonna win. Like, I really feel like we could stand in the street on some Jackie Chan shit and I was going to fuck everybody up. At least that's how, you know what I'm saying? I was prepared for that. But, I mean, whatever. Thankfully, it did not come to that. Nobody got hurt. You know what I'm saying? So, I got my spot back, man.
I definitely have a fucking, see, I'm different, man. Because Whereas you investigated, you went to go look and see, or you did a bunch of things to kind of like figure out who it was or whatever. Well, I have some across the street neighbors where I live, and these neighbors, they're kind of like, they're older. I think their daughter is actually somebody I graduated with, honestly, but she don't live. She just be popping up every now and again. So I see her go in there sometimes, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. But they always throw parties, always. So I know that's the family gathering house, right?
Okay.
Every time they fucking have a gathering or someone comes over, they park. I live across the street.
Yeah.
You know, I work in the morning, so it's prime take my spot time, right?
Right.
So every time I come in from work, I be tired. You know what I mean? I just want to pull into my shit and just fucking go in my house,
right,
and fucking go to sleep or chill or do whatever. Nigga, do my shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to do my shit.
Do whatever you're allowed to do. You're you.
So I would say last year, there was like 5 or 6 separate occasions where someone was like parked in front of my house. Now, there's a fire extinguisher, like where I parked, the fire extinguisher is like right here. Mm-hmm. So it's like, there's only like, I can't, like, you know what I mean? They don't want to park next to the fire extinguisher, so they just parking my shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, yo, if you're a fucking visitor, you got to eat that fire extinguisher, bro. You know what I mean? Because I live here, so a couple times I just didn't want, I was just like, I see them fucking having their little festivities, and it's just like, I don't want to be, I'm the new neighbor, and I'm like, I'm the new neighbor in the fucking, you know, in the shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to fucking be that person, yo, like, yo, come on, like I see y'all having a good time and shit, but like, yo, this is my shit. Until one fateful fucking evening, I get off of work, a particularly fucking difficult day at work, and I was just like, yo, I the anger that I had at work, I know I was carrying it with me, right? So when I pulled up to my crib, you know, just imagine all shit fucking going wrong.
Yeah.
And then when you finally out of this situation, you go home and something's wrong, you're just like, fuck. Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I pull up to my house. I see this car in front of my house, and I snap. It's the same fucking car that keeps fucking doing it. So I'm like, all right, yo, these niggas really don't respect me at all.
Yeah,
you know
that's immediately, yo.
It's like, yo, like if you wouldn't fucking do this shit, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think I was like, either because I'm not saying nothing, they think it's okay, or they just think I'm pussy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but me, see, I'm different, right? Because now I'm pissed off and fuck speaking to you now. Because if I know me, I'm going to walk over there, and it's going to be anger. It's not going to be, hey, you guys have been parking in my spot. Yeah. It's going to be, yo, move your fucking car right now. I'm tired of this shit. Because you know me, I'm going straight to that.
Yeah.
So I opted not to do that. Just pop their tires.
100.
What?
I don't care if they listen to the podcast or not. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yes, the 2 tires that were on my sidewalk curb, pop.
See, look,
I'm not lying either.
This is the thing. I always try to approach every situation with a sense of understanding, maturity, and just pure logic, right? So I'm thinking like, all right, they see that there's this space is open for hours at a time. So can I be mad? No. But then once I explain it to you, this can't happen, and then you still do it, then it's like, all right, you think I'm pussy. You think I'm pussy, yo. Because I'm telling you, this is mine. Mm-hmm. And you're still being like, nah, I know it's yours, but I need that.
But see,
what?
Look, man, I knew with my anger, I couldn't get to that logical point. I knew it was going to be like, you see, like there are a lot of times when they're on the porch, mm-hmm. and I park next to the fire extinguisher, mm-hmm. because and they see me parking my car because I can't park in front of my house. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's no explanation. That now the words are done.
Okay. Yeah.
Because
that's how it was for me.
Because it's like, okay,
time.
You see me do it.
Yeah.
That person on the porch, whoever's on the porch, that's their car. I know. They're not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They see me parking somewhere and visibly frustrated, right? Slamming my fucking doors. Yo, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean?
No, well, okay.
He's doing shit like that. So it's like, that person should have jumped off the porch, but, oh, my bad, I'll move it.
Right.
You know what I mean? If they don't do that, then that was a non-verbal fucking you're a pussy agreement. So I was like, oh, I'm pussy. All right, you're out $800 now. You know what I mean? They're serious.
No, I definitely did that. That's like when the neighbor, when my other neighbor, the young bull, came outside to like stop me from, I guess, getting shot or whatever. Who knows? That's what happened. I pulled up and I screamed, "What the fuck, yo!" Like I screamed it loud as hell. So whoever you mean knew what was going on would just come outside, like, and that's what happened. He came outside, but then he came right. So let me talk to him. I'm like, man. But I mean, whatever. Nothing happened. Hopefully, it just doesn't happen again because that's what I'm going to ask. If it happens again, I'm going to ask, yo, do you think I'm pussy or something, yo? I have to because you either don't respect me for like even with my neighbor upstairs. Like when people pull in and they park in her spot, I say, yo, you can't park there. You know what I'm saying? It's her spot, so I don't let my company or whoever park there. And then when they do park there, I'll message her like, yo, somebody's in your spot right now. Tell me when you're on your way back, and I'll tell them to move. You know what I'm saying? And that's how that goes. So either say, I'm out for the day, it's cool, blah, 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 or they won't park there in the first place. But for him to know how mad I get and then to let them keep doing that, yeah, if it happens again, I gotta address it like that. Yo, you think I'm pussy, yo? How many times I gotta come over here and quit telling your fucking company, like, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be that. Yo, who you talking to, yo? Shut up, nigga. Like, something's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Like, whatever, man. How you been, man? Damn, it's been a minute, man. It's been a long time.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all right. Oh, shit.
What happened?
Yo. So are we about to get into our fucking weekly breakdown?
I mean,
is that what this is?
I guess so. I mean,
okay.
Well, weekly, monthly, however long it's been.
It doesn't matter. We don't have to keep discussing how long the break's been. Fuck it. We was on a fucking break. Niggas is going through some shit. But something happened this week, yo.
This week?
This week. A couple days ago.
This isn't appropriate. I'm pressing it anyway, though.
Bet.
Right. So
a couple days ago. So I'm at work, right? I'm at work. I'm the only person there. I get there crazy early, and then Morrow, I didn't know he was off. So yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I've been saying that. I've been seeing it on like anime and even just like in movies. When I see the phrase "they're here," I've been saying it out loud, like "they're here."
Mr. Yosh, they here.
But no, go ahead. A couple of days ago.
No, all right, I know because I gotta be serious. So a couple of days ago, I'm at work, right? Morrow's not there. It's just me. I didn't know Morrow wasn't there. You know what I mean? But whatever. So the upstairs was fucking locked, right? You know what I mean? Because we go through the garage and shit.
Okay.
The upstairs is locked. I'm the only motherfucker there. So I'm writing out the fucking list for the day, what I got to do, this, that, and the third. I write the list out, and then I make a beeline straight to the walk-in to start pulling things out that I need, start itemizing shit. As I'm walking into the walk-in, I just hear a hey, yo. But I'm thinking it's Morrow, because I don't know that he doesn't work today. Okay. I'm thinking he's, you know what I mean? So I don't have any recollection that he's not upstairs, you know what I mean? So I don't pay it no mind, you know what I mean? Because I'm already in the walk-in. So, when you kind of do like, when you don't feel like talking to someone, but you have the lead way to them being able to, you have the benefit of the doubt that they didn't hear you. Oh, so you act as if, you see what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, so, all the time.
I'm a piece of shit. So I heard it and I was like, man, he don't know that I didn't hear him. Yeah. So, so I went into the walk-in. I'm in the walk-in. I'm pulling shit down. I'm lifting shit up, looking at shit. You know what I mean? And then the fucking door just swings open with the force of 90 gods. It was like, hell! And I'm like, what? I'm like, what the fuck? I look over like this. It's a whole ass cop.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
A whole ass cop. What? Nigga cop. Black cop. Right? Nigga cop. Swings the door open. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? Hand on gun. Hand on gun.
I know you were shook. Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, whoa, what's up? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, you didn't hear me fucking calling you? I'm like, oh. All right. What's up?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, because it went from like, oh shit, what's up? To, oh, You didn't hear me fucking calling you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
See, now,
nigga.
hold on, keep your story right there, man. I have this thing about cops, man. So as far as cops, I don't know any cops personally except for one person. And this is excluding him. This has nothing to do with him. And I'm not saying that he fits this criteria that I'm judging or whatever. But most cops, not all, they had it to the point where in their lives they were like pussy as kids. Mm-hmm. They were bullied.
That's a fact.
They didn't have a lot of friends. So now that they're cops, they have the authority to bully other people. So they're unnecessary as fuck in mostly every situation that we see. You see it on YouTube, TV, and all of the news all the time. They're always extra aggressive for no reason, just doing things that are not necessary. And I didn't know that was the case until I got pulled over one time. I think I may have told this story before. I know you got your story to tell, so I'm going to make it brief. But I remember when we got pulled over, my boy was like, okay, officer, what's the problem? And then the guy, the cop, he was a Caucasian cop, but he was screaming. And he was like, he said, you don't know your fucking taillight is out. And I'm in the back seat like, is this punked? Like, I'm looking around. I'm like, yo, why is he screaming, yo? For no reason. Your taillight's out. I'm like, I wanted to start laughing because I'm like, why are you screaming about a taillight, bro? He just rolled the window down. He said, is there a problem, officer? And you said, you don't know your fucking taillight is out. But you screamed it like he's saying it like, yo, you didn't know you had a fucking infant on the top of your roof? Mm-hmm. Like, nigga, it wasn't that serious. Like, it's like, all right, bro, get it fixed. Thank you. Like, that's when I knew. I'm like, oh, okay, these motherfuckers is corny. But go ahead.
No, yeah, we definitely had a conversation about that. Remember, I was telling you, like, 90% of the niggas that got their ass kicked in high school are cops now. Yeah. At least in my graduating class, or the under.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Either they got their ass kicked or they got bullied. Or
no,
they
yeah, that's what I mean.
They didn't socially get their just due.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody that was part of that fucking like just angsty fucking, I got my ass kicked all the time, getting bullied, ripped on, torn apart.
Right.
They're cops. Legit. You can fucking look it up if you want. Like, it's legit. Every single one of them are police officers now. It's a crazy ass fucking cycle that happens. But whatever. Nigga fucking Kool-Aid Man's the fucking door. I look back like, what the fuck is going on? He hits me with instant disrespect. Instant disrespect. You didn't hear me fucking calling you? Loud, screaming, hand on gun. Hand on gun? Not taser.
Yeah, and
you know what I mean? Like this. And I'm like, yo.
We're in a restaurant too. Like, you see that I'm doing my work in the restaurant. Why do you even for a second think, why are you coming in here with your hand on your gun? So whatever. I answer back like, yo, like I'm like, what? Like what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah.
You mean, no, I didn't fucking hear you. Like,
yeah.
Obviously I didn't fucking hear you. You know what I mean? I didn't hear you, yo. What do you like? What's the problem?
Yeah.
You didn't fucking hear me call. I'm like, yo, all right, we're past that now, my nigga. I didn't fucking hear you. What do you want? What are you here for?
Right.
He's like, yo. So he's like, get out of there. Come on, come here. I'm like, oh my God. Come here? I'm like, oh, it felt like instant death row. Like, okay, I'm about to get murdered. Real legit. Like I had that sinking feeling like, okay, this is it. Like, you know what I mean? You know, niggas fucking get, you just hear it all the time, yo. Mistaken identity or just angry. I don't know what the fuck the situation is because why are you here? Yeah. I'm the only one here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't even go upstairs to anywhere visible where a customer could be like, oh, there's somebody in there. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there was no indication that I'm even in the building unless you watch me pull into the garage. Like, you know what I mean? But I put the code in. So it's just like, okay, whatever. So my mind is fucking reeling. I'm like, what the fuck is about to happen? What the fuck is about to happen? And then I see two other cops, white cops. Mm-hmm. And then Fam's demeanor, the black dude, it's on some fucking like, he's really trying to fucking like, it was absolutely a show. Like he for some reason he's trying to make me feel small, but I'm still trying to feel like, what's going on? Is everything all right? What's happening?
Yeah.
And they're just like, is this Mad Max? He asked me if this is Mad Max.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Mad Max is next door.
Yeah.
I'm like, this isn't Mad Max. This is the Urban Tap. Mad Max is next door, yo.
Yeah.
And he's like, this isn't Mad Max. I'm like, my nigga.
Predictable.
I'm like, my nigga, yo, this is fucking the Urban Tap. Mad Max is next door. It's literally, if you go out the back and make a fucking left, you're in their parking lot. Mm-hmm. I'm telling him this, and I'm starting to get frustrated now because I know it's like you made a mistake. Because now I'm like, okay, you're fucking wrong here.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Like you can't do shit to me now. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're fucking wrong. It's a little crazy on a police report if you shoot me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're fucking, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, yo. I'm like, yo, this is the fucking urban. I'm talking to him now because he fucking cussed at me. I'm like, yo, this is the fucking urban tap.
Right.
Mad Max is next door. I was like, you're in the wrong fucking place. I was like, you're in the wrong fucking place, yo. The 2 white cops behind him laughing. Laughing. Like, just like, like, you know what I mean? I guess because he led the charge.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Probably black fam. They got the call. I got this. Kicked down the fucking door because he obviously was. He had the fucking mentality of like, let me show off for these motherfuckers. Yeah. Because that's how he approached me whenever he opened the door. So I'm like, okay, he's fucking showing off for these niggas. These 2 white cops in the back, they got their hands on these shit like this. Yeah. You know how they fucking do. They're just standing there like this, laughing. Yeah. You know what I mean? Almost as if like, oh, he like, you know what I mean? Like, so I know fam is embarrassed because he's just fucking. He tried to play fucking super cop in front of his 2 fucking his workmates, his coworkers, and now I'm talking to him crazy now because I'm pissed off and I was scared as fuck, nigga. Like the fuck you got your hand on your gun for? You're in the wrong fucking place. How many fucking stories have you heard of cops just fucking shooting before they even ask questions? So I'm like, yo. So when I told him, I was like, yo, you're in the wrong fucking place, yo. I was like, as a matter of fact, we're arguing and like, no. They were there for we were there for like 5 or 10 minutes because I guess he got upset that I was telling him that this was the urban tap, and he didn't. He believed me, but he didn't want to fucking look crazy in front of them. Yeah. This is fucking nuts. So he's like, I need confirmation that this is the urban tap. Like, you know what I mean? Oh, okay. My nigga called it in. He called it in. Like, is this the urban tap? Because he didn't. You see what I'm saying? They give him confirmation. Next door. Next door. The Mad Max is next door. You're in the wrong place. 2 white cops. Hey, let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. We're in the wrong. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, you're arguing with me about is this fucking Mad Max? I didn't even tell. I didn't even tell. This is like a lot of my coworkers listen to the podcast. Yeah. This is the first time they're going to hear this fucking story. I didn't tell nobody. I told no one. I was just so fucking pissed off. And I forgot to get badge numbers and all that shit, man. But whatever. That wouldn't have fucking changed anything. But whatever. So I'm talking to him. I'm like, yo, you are fucking. We have been going back and forth. Right. You waited for like 10 minutes to get confirmation that this was not the urban tap. You could have just walked out and saw the big sign on the back of their building. And as a matter of fact, whatever they fucking called y'all niggas for, what happened to that?
No, that's a fact.
You see what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, you arguing with me.
I didn't even think.
You're arguing with me, and whatever them niggas called you for, it has been happening for the past 10 minutes. Like, somebody gonna be getting raped, shot, stabbed, dying. They called you for a fucking reason.
Yo, no, that's funny too, because as you're telling me this story, my brain's not even going there. I don't think his was either. When he was arguing with you and y'all were dealing whatever what y'all was dealing with, yo, he literally forgot because I forgot. I'm like, damn, if it's not Mad Max, which I know it isn't. You know what I'm saying? I've been in there before. Like, bro, like we gotta go deal with this fucking vampire raccoon in there or whatever. We got
pride,
for.
Yeah, fam's pride. Fucking, I should have asked Sham what happened over there. I didn't even fucking bother to ask the niggas, but it was just like, yo. Someone could be getting stabbed. Right. Someone could have broke into there. The suspect could still be in there. The alarm could be going off. Something could really be happening where they needed your fucking. The fact that you came in here with such force. Yeah. It leads me to believe that it was something serious. You came in fucking ready to fucking blah blah blah. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it had to have been something serious. You busted in here with that, but you talking to me because your pride is hit because I'm kind of sunning you in front of your fucking workmates. This is not the place. It's next door. You fucked up. You're embarrassed. So you want to stand. I need confirmation of this. 10 minutes. Someone is getting fucked over there. You wasting time with me. Man, when I said that shit, that's when they finally fucking walked away. I was like, yo, whatever they called you for, Mad Max, like, yo, yeah, go ahead. Still happening. Yeah. Go, nigga. This is not the urban tap. Go do your fucking job. I was so fucking pissed off, man. Because I'm like, how the fuck did you get in?
That is
how
crazy.
did you fucking get
how
in here?
How did he get in, though?
I don't know.
You must have left the door open.
Man, I don't fucking
Or that
know.
Nigga got some strong ass Timbs.
I don't fucking know.
See, I gotta ask my boys. Don't cops do they wear Timbs?
They
don't wear Timbs.
Combat Sams.
They wear.
They got the Combat Samuels. Double steel toes.
Hold on. Yeah, because they don't just wear like regular black forces.
Cops don't wear forces? Like the forces? Like the on the forces.
See, I know I got a Mortal Kombat game in here somewhere. We can pick Stryker and see what he looks like, whatever he got on his.
No, I think cops wear like these niggas want to be fucking army niggas so bad. They think it's the military, so they probably got like army issue fucking, or some of them be having those little patent leather fucking you know what I mean?
Wolverines?
Come on, bro. Come on, my nigga.
All right, I'm done.
Schling. But yeah, man, that shit fuck that. Man, I've been thinking about that shit for the past couple days, yo. Like, man, why didn't I get them niggas badge? Why didn't I get at least that nigga's badge number?
Yeah, because some cops, just like we just already said, man, excluding a personal person that I know, excluded him. But some cops, man, most cops, they're just assholes, man. Their mentality is like, yo, I have to show you that I'm above you and that I can do whatever the fuck. I'm just like, I don't know, but I haven't had too much. Too much situations where it was like, all right, let me just shut the fuck up or something's going to happen. But it's just their demeanor. Like, there's cops being called to my job a lot of the times, and it's just like, you know what I'm saying? But most of the time, it's my boy now. Mm-hmm. So he'll be like, yo, the fuck going on? And I'll be like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. So that should be cool, but.
No, it's not. My personal fucking situation with the cop is always like, even with the latest one, but it's like every time I either got pulled over or like they showed up at the crib or some shit on some like ain't nothing ever happened at the crib, but it'd be like, why are the cops here? Like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But they or even like just being in situations where they got called, like at a party or something like that, like they never show up to get the juice, right? Like to do their, not to say to do their job, but they never show up like, all right, what's going on? What's this? What's that? They come in like, everybody shut the fuck up. My dick is huge. Ah! Fuck you, you nigger. Ah! Fuck you, you white trash piece of shit. Ah! Like they always go in with the intent to escalate. Like I've never seen a cop just, matter of fact, I can't say that. Maybe like one or two ended up being just like really cool. Mm-hmm. But it's like for the most part, especially I can tell if you're like even like I mean, I came across a gang of troopers because I be driving beaters. Mm-hmm. What? I mean, a younger me was just I would drive anything I can get my hands on, mm-hmm. and they would just die on me all the time. So I would, you know what I mean, and I was really bad with like doing inspections and stickers and shit like that. So I'd be pushing the whip that's like about to explode with 3-year-old tags, no inspection since 1843, just bad. So I would get pulled over. Just one time I was driving my Dakota, and my tires were so bald that the wires were tinging as the wheels was moving, right? So I get pulled over on the on-ramp from Almore Boulevard to Monroeville, that on-ramp. You know, there's a weird-ass bend that you can't see shit around the bend, but when you turn it, they always had roadblocks there. Always. It was like the setup, because you can't just, once you're in it, you're stuck. Mm-hmm. And it's long enough. So I would drive, and then as soon as I see a car like parked on the side, I'd be like, oh, it's over. So you hit that bend, you see a car, you're like, oh, they're pulling niggas. So I got stopped by a cop. I was like, yo, this is just a big, like, I mean, I got to get to work. Like, I understand my shit is fucking raw. It's fucked up. Everything is bad. I was like, everything's bad, bro. I was like, my shit is fucked. You know what I mean? And he was just like, yo, I can tell. He just looking at the stickers like, damn. He's like, man, this is bad. And he was just like, you know what? You know what, man? He looked at he was about to let me go. Like, man, this shit is so bad. I don't even have the time to fucking process this. He was really about to let me go. Then he looked at my tires and was like, you know what? I morally can't let you go with tires like that. He's like, this nigga was like, yo, I morally can't let you go with your tires like that. Yo, that is like, you're going to kill somebody. And I was like, fuck. All right. He was like, here. He wrote me the ticket. Told me to pull to the side. I was sitting on the side of the road for like 20 minutes, and he was just like, he was dealing with a bunch of other cars, and he was just like, man, just go. He gave me one of those like angry, like, man, just go.
Like I can't even.
Like, you know what I mean? This. Yeah. Just go. So I drove. He already gave me the ticket. I drove, and I was just like, fuck, I still got to go to work. This is fuck. I got to drive to Mad Max. Yeah. So I'm driving, and I'm driving down. I'm headed to Monroeville. I get off on that fucking exit on 22. And I'm driving down, and I drive past the Sheets, right? Mm-hmm. There's a cop waiting to make the left turn into the sheets. This is a whole Pittsburgh fucking conversation. You know what I mean? There's a cop waiting to make the left turn into the sheets. Right. I drove right by him. I get down to the Home Depot and I see this fucking state trooper car just fucking weaving through traffic. There's 90,000 cars behind me. So I'm like, oh, somebody fucked up. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not thinking it's me. I get to the beginning of that bridge about a Home Depot.
Right.
And the cars just start parting. And he's not following them. You know what I mean? Cars are just moving out the way. And he's not slowing down. And I'm like, oh shit, okay, so maybe I need to move out the way. So I position myself to move. And you hear whoop whoop. I'm like, oh, it's me. I'm like, how the fuck? How the fuck did he see? He's like, when you rode by, I ran your plate, like da 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 da. And I was just like, ha, nigga, that fast? I was flying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you can go 40 on this. Like there's no way. So, you profiled me. I get it. You profiled me. It's whatever. I had a beat down truck. You profiled me. You don't have to fucking sit here and lie and say that you scanned my plate. You didn't. Lying ass nigga. So, and I knew it was going to be a bad experience because when Fam walked into my car, he was one of those state troopers. He had the fucking hat, right?
Oh,
everything
man.
was fucking perfectly fucking placed. All his shit. And the hat was fucking, when they have it under their chin.
Oh yeah, you're done.
Come on now, dog. You're in your car by yourself for hours, and why do you have your hat on? You see what I'm saying? You love your fucking job. That hat looks uncomfortable as fuck. And it was tight because the skin on his chin was doubling over. I was like, oh, he's dead serious about his motherfucking job. Pulls me over, and he walks into the car, and he's like, I scanned your plate back there. Da 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 da. He's like, it came back, all this other fucking bullshit. And I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. I was like, I just got pulled. Like, not even 5 minutes ago. I was like, I just got pulled, not even 5 minutes ago, yo. Like, here's the ticket. Fam told me to go. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't want to get him in trouble for him letting me go. But I was just like, yo, he already told me what I needed to do. I'm headed to do that right now. There's I'm lying. Like, there's an AutoZone. There's all these places. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't let you go. I can't let you go. He just does this. I didn't even know that, like, he gets my license, all my shit, and I don't even know what's behind. Like, he goes like this. He just goes like this. And like 3 tow trucks just come out of nowhere. Out of fucking nowhere, 3 tow trucks come. And they take Dakota. And they take her.
Yo.
And they fucking take her. He writes me all these fucking, he didn't write me no tickets. Mm-hmm. But the way that he was talking to me though, like with the truck and shit, it was like, instead of like hearing, like I was like, yo, I just got pulled over. I don't need to hear no more. Yeah. Stop talking. Like, you know what I mean? Like shit like that. Yeah. Like he was like super horny about his job. I'm like, yo, like, it's like, there was just a way that he was talking. It was making like, it was like the way that he was answering my questions or the way that he was talking to me was, and thank God, cooler heads prevailed. I'm not fucking stupid. I know what the fuck you're trying to do. Mm-hmm. You're provoking me. Yeah. You want me to fly off the handle. You want me to go like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. You want me to do that because you want to be able to go, how high? Yeah. And man, I mean, whatever.
I had a I think I might have told this story before, but hey, sorry if I'm reiterating, but hey, man, back in the fucking 80s, man. So I went to a college campus to go visit somebody, you know what I mean? And it wasn't a good stay. I remember being depressed while I was leaving because I knew the relationship between me and this person was over. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell why too. Okay, so when I got there, everything was all cool, but I had figured she was dealing with somebody that was up there. I'm like, I know, I'm not always up here, so somebody up here is clapping these cheeks. I know they are, and I knew it, but I couldn't prove it, so it's like whatever. So then once we engaged in filth, I knew it because she did something so unlike her sexually. I was like, okay, somebody taught you to do that. And that just set me off. I immediately just skeeted. And it wasn't like a good pleasure skeet. It was like, oh no, I'm depressed skeet. Like, boom. So it was very fast too. And it made me even more depressed because I'm like, damn, this gives her more reason to go back to Charles clapping her cheeks again. So I was just laying there. I'm like, damn. Then I tried to spark it again. Like, she's like, nah. I was like, it's over. It's over. So whatever. That's neither here nor there. I remember leaving from the college campus and it started to rain. It started to snow a little bit. And I'm like, damn, what? God damn. So, so I get pulled over. And this is when I really started thinking about when my friend, when he got pulled over with his taillight or whatever. It was like the same situation. I don't know if these cops were related. Maybe it was the same cop and he got transferred to this fucking campus. But he approached me just like he approached my friend with the taillight. Pulls me over. He said, hey. Now, I'm not going to lie. I was definitely a road hazard. I was driving 8 miles per hour. I remember seeing 8 miles per hour in my dash like, I can't go past this. Because every time I tried to do 10, 12, it was, now it is on Mario Kart when you get that banana. I slipped right on that joint. I'm like, yo, I was so frightened. I feel like frightened is the only word I could use. My tires were Michael Jordan in his prime, bro. Bald as a motherfucker, yo. They were the worst shits ever. What? So the cop pulls me. The cop pulls me up, but I could not go fast at all, bro. The cop pulls me over, and I'm just like, he's like, why are you driving so slow? I'm like, he looks at my tires and he says, your tires are bald. And I'm just like, the whole I'm not saying shit. I'm just looking at him like a fucking doofus, bro. This nigga says, you're not driving anywhere. And I'm just like, excuse me? As for all my information and all that shit, he did the same thing. Tow truck comes. I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, I had to sit in the tow truck. They towed me to the nearest get right. So I had to call my dad. I said, nigga, I need bread for tires now. There ain't shit I can do. He's like, wow, all right. So, you mean, he does whatever he does, and then I get new tires put on, then I drove home, and it was a smooth ride home. I was so like relieved when I got back on the road. I'm like, oh, all right, this ain't that bad. But with the tires that I had, you could have just said, right in front of the tires, and I would have fucking skid off the road. That's so much shit.
I swear to God, they were like there was little to no rubber. I was just living foul,
bro. And when I thought about it too, because I just was not a person who paid attention to cars back then. I did not give a fuck. I drove the car, and that was it. My dad was always being nosy as fuck. He's always in the car. He's always looking at it. So when I would wake up or I look out the window or whatever, I just see him just always looking at shit. So I'm like, he's taking care of all of that. All I got to do is put gas in it when it's low. Little did I know, hell no. I needed to get oil changes. I needed to fucking change the windshield wiper fluid. I needed to get new tires. I'm like, what the fuck? So what are you actually fucking doing when I'm looking out the window? You just look, what are you looking for, a gun? Like, nigga, I ain't got shit in there. Fucking dickhead. But anyway, them tires were so crazy. Now when I look at bald tires now, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, but hey, back then I was just like, nah, I'm just living life.
That's how I feel. I mean, that's how I feel about. I mean, I might take care of this car a lot better, obviously. But you know me, man, or shit. It's just A to B. I don't care how it look.
Yeah.
I don't care what it do, as long as it has a decent sound system.
That's all I was about to say. As long as I can blast ransom, bro, I don't care. Like,
and that's the. Let me not to cut you off, but that's the irony of the car that I have now, right? Because all the other cars had crazy sound systems.
Yeah.
But they just ran like shit. Now, the car that I have now runs like perfection. But the sound system is absolute garbage. Absolute garbage.
Damn, man.
Completely terrible. Like, there's no, like, I like to listen to my music till I get that ping in my ear.
Yeah,
man, I don't even get a tickle. Damn. It's like when I turn it up, it's like I have to turn it up. This like, what the fuck, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I roll my windows down while I got my music blasted, the sound of the wind blowing drowns out the music. I'm dead serious. Buick Encore,
predictable.
2015, whatever the fuck y'all did to y'all sound systems, y'all niggas fucking suck, man. Piss the fuck off, man. Whatever.
Oh,
Piece
man.
of shit.
Yeah, I hate cars, and I know my car's about to go. So my car is a 2008 LX Chrysler 300, right? I love the model and the shape and the look of the car and everything, but it's old. It's old as hell. But when I take the car to get looked at and everything, I always ask them about a fluid that I've never touched, because obviously power steering, You got your windshield wiper fluid, your engine coolant, your oil and everything, brake fluid, but transmission fluid.
Mm-hmm.
I've never even seen mine. I've never touched it. I don't know what to do about it. So anytime I take it to a place, I'd be like, yo, this type of car, you like a regular nigga can't just get to the transmission fluid or whatever. So could you check that? And they always be like, no. And I'm like, what do you mean no? And then they say, yo, this car is so old, it's not worth it. And I'm like, what does that mean? They're saying it's not worth fucking with my transmission fluid. But I'm like, the car is old as fuck. I know the fluid is about to be. So I'm like, do something, my nigga. I even took it to Chrysler and I asked them, like, yo, never touch the fluid. This car's 50 years old. I know it's going to end up farting sooner or later. Could you see what's going on with it? And he's just like, yo, don't even touch it. Leave it alone. And I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean, yo?
It's got to mean something.
If anybody is watching this or listens to this that knows about cars, please tell me what the fuck that means in detail. I asked them to check the transmission fluid and they say, yo, just don't worry about it. Leave it alone.
Maybe it's got to do with like pressure or some shit. Like if you open that cap, like I don't fucking know, man.
But eventually you're going to need to refill that. So you meaning to tell me that I got some everlong lasting? I don't. I know I don't. This is going to be the death of my car. My car is going to spank because there's no fluid in it. So what the fuck do they mean when they say don't touch it? So see, even recently, right? I went out of town and my cousin came into town while I was gone. And I said, yo, you can use my ride, but only if you go get an oil change. He took it to Valvoline and they said the same shit. Like, yo, and I'm like, what? What is it about this car that niggas is saying fuck it, bro?
It might be like dangerous or something. Niggas is just like scared. They don't want to risk their shit. There's something going on in that Chrysler 300.
Bro,
whatever that model, whatever model you said, if everyone's saying I don't want to fuck with it, they know something.
I don't know, man. But I mean, I don't even.
Or maybe
know.
that's what's keeping your car together, and they're just trying to look out for you. Like if we open this valve, all the pressure's going to stop.
But eventually, fluid the fluid is just gone.
It's going to go, yeah.
So that my car goes from that because y'all niggas is scared. Like I don't know. There has to be a better explanation, but whatever, man. It's whatever.
You might have to just do it yourself. Just look it up.
No,
you know me.
I don't fuck with cars. The do-it-yourself shit when it comes to a vehicle is no. Like I hate cars so much. The only thing I'm doing myself is driving it. Like I remember I said this before. I'm reiterating a lot of shit, but whatever. I said this before. I said, man, I need my brakes changed. They're so bad, and I put it on Facebook or something. Then you got somebody you obviously, well, you might not know, but maybe you do know from how I say it. This dickhead gets on and says, "Why don't you change them?" And I'm like, shut the fuck up. If I knew how to change them, you dumbass, I would change them. I'm like, oh, I just hate cars. I hate dealing with them. They sit outside for 22 hours a day and they just take all your bread. Fuck them.
For sure. Well, how was your week?
Man,
we went on a tangent.
We were supposed to do the podcast last week. I thought my dumbass had COVID, man. Mm-hmm. Now, look, this is the thing. I'm starting to think that motherfuckers be having it. Sometimes the tests just don't pick it up. Because I've had COVID before. Hey, you can watch episode whatever the fuck that was, the Corona Soap, and the episode where I explained my comeback after almost dying from
we had like two or three.
Yeah, that was bad. But anyway, so I had COVID last April, and then it ended up turning into pneumonia and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Predictable.
It was bad. So I know the feeling. I know what it feels like because when I had COVID, I've never felt that feeling of I felt like I just got punched by Hulk. Maybe Slam. Remember on the Avengers movie when he grabbed Loki? He was just, yeah. So I know what that feeling felt like. It just randomly just came upon me and I was just like, oh, shit. I'm like, damn. And it was the same shit too. I was at work and it just was just like, I was like, oh, fuck. I'm like, what the fuck is this? So that's when I hit you. I'm like, yo, I don't think we should do this. You know what I'm saying? But then I took a test and it said negative, and I was just like, I'm just letting you know. It said negative, but I don't know.
Was it one of those home joints?
Well, my job gave it to me, so I felt like maybe my job was a little bit more advanced.
Yeah.
So I was just like, y'all know what's up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I got to deal with a whole bunch of health and medical shit. So it was a home joint, but I just didn't trust it because I'm like, nigga, I feel like fucking penis pump right now. I'm like, nah. So I scheduled it for Rite Aid. I went to Rite Aid, and they said, nah, you good. But it was weird. I just felt weak as fuck. Had a headache, sore throat, mad congested. They said I didn't have it. 3 days later, I was regular. So I'm like, was it the flu? Or was it some? I don't know. But yeah, that's how that week went. As far as like just during the gap, I can't say anything major has happened. Just been chilling, playing games, drawing, nothing new. Trying to get my mind back right with this weight thing. I've seen some pictures, man. Seen some pictures, and what I realized was my beard. See, my beard doesn't look that bad. Now listen. Listen, my beard.
What? Predictable.
It does not look that bad right now because one, fuck the barbershop and fuck the barbers. I'm not paying y'all niggas $25 to shape up my little ass beard. Suck a dick. I don't care how great you are at your craft. That's robbery, my nigga. That's one thing. Number two, fuck the barbers that try to delegate you to other barbers. If you know I've been going to you for a decade or however many years plus, when I get there and I'm waiting on you, don't be like, bro, can you get him? That's disrespect. I didn't come here for this other motherfucker.
Yeah.
But the other motherfucker that did shape my beard up a couple times, he did good, and I appreciate you, fella. But the other motherfucker that I went there for, he knows who he is. If he even sees or watches this, he's going to be like, damn, Josh, you ain't had to say that. Yeah, fuck you. I went there for you to shape my beard up because you be doing something special and the lines be real sharp. But then you sent me to little homie or whatever. And I don't mean to say little homie like that because he's not a young nigga, but you sent me to whatever. Fuck that. I bought my own T-liners. That's what they call T-outliners. You know what I'm saying? I bought my own. Y'all niggas ain't never going to see me again. I'm bald. I don't need y'all niggas to give me a wax. The fuck out of here. Anyway. What was I getting at? Oh, I said my beard don't look that bad right now because I used the T-outliners. I used them, and I had to make sure it was the gray clippers with the little maroon handle. Yeah. Because I'm like, them is the ones that everybody get right with. You know what I mean? I think it was called Andis.
Andes, yeah. But okay. The black ones are better, but it's all right.
For real?
Yes, yeah.
Damn, I should have asked motherfuckers, man. I was
just ask me. Look at me, baby.
I was just, yeah, I know. See it. It's nice. Fuck. But anyway, so it don't look that bad now because I got hella shit in here. I bought every single product known to man that does anything as far as getting your beard follicles horny. I got tea tree oil. I got Cantu shea butter oil. I got shea butter. I got peppermint oil. I got argan oil. I got hemp wash. I got argan oil shampoo. I got minoxidil shampoo. I got what else? I got every single motherfucking thing. I got niacin pills. Look, when you're bald, you know what I'm saying, you have to have a beard. That's just what it is.
You have to.
If you don't have a full beard or it's just patched up, you're ugly. I don't care what y'all niggas say. What? I don't care what you say. I don't care who's watching this. If you are bald and you have a patchy beard, or you have what's the anorexic beards called? The skinny ones, the chin strap or whatever. It's not enough. It's not enough. You're ugly, yo. You're ugly. So I've been bald for quite some time now, but it's just there are stages where I look funny. Like I look different. And I've noticed like when I gain weight in my face and I'm eating super unhealthy,
predictable.
My beard thins out. Like it just looks lazy and stressed. And I would say in July, when I went to Atlanta and we went on a trip, my beard was healthy. It was mad healthy. But I was 30 pounds down and I was doing everything. Jump roping, I'm uppercutting, I'm flying, I'm doing everything. Fitness was on a bane. I was not eating fast food, none of that shit. The second I come back and I just start engulfing Big Macs, insanity. I'm drinking gallons of Big Mac sauce. I'm putting Big Mac sauce on things that aren't even Big Macs, double cheeseburgers, McChickens, and chicken nuggets. I'm just doing, you know what I mean? I'm going crazy. And that's when I realized I'm addicted to McDonald's. Like I couldn't stop. Couldn't stop. Apple pies, cookies every day. It's right there. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm going to just do one. But I would just do one 3 times in that day. And I'm like, yo, I got to stop doing this. So then I remember I started making videos. You know, I always put my face in the camera just saying some silly shit or whatever. And I started to look. I'm like, this is not an attractive person right there. And I'm looking at the beard. I'm like, there's no hair. I'm like, there's no hair on my face. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So then I started looking shit up, and it was basically saying like, yo, once your diet starts going to the shitter and your health, you know what I'm saying? Like, you stressing your face out, you're stressing your beard out. And I'm like, so I'm like, no way. So I start going through my Google photos. That's, you know what I mean, the Google Drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I went back to Atlanta 30 pounds ago. And I just seen how healthy that beard was looking. That's why I changed my, if you follow me on social media, Geese 412, you see the profile picture that I got is from that time, and it just looks, I'm sexy. Like I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a conceited person, but at that time, and even in that picture, I'm just fire. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I gotta get back to this, man. So I've been trying to eat better, but I mean, I did just have a double Whopper today. But I've been craving it. And I felt like if I didn't get this double Whopper with cheese, then I was going to go off the deep end. So I feel like I got that to put me at bay, and now I'm back. So I went grocery shopping for the first time in like 5 months because I haven't been grocery shopping. You've been here. Every time you open it, what do you see? One Dogfish head.
Yeah.
And it's yours.
It's mine.
And I don't even drink beer. You know what I'm saying? There's literally nothing in there. But now I got a couple fruits, got some bacon. It's still not much, but it's just there's stuff actually in there now, and I'm going to try to stay on a straight path because I just want this shit to grow in. Of course, I know most of it has to do with genetics and stuff, but a lot of it has to do with your diet, your stress levels, and testosterone. So I'm like, okay, me knowing that, I need to get back on the semen retention. I need to start lifting weights consistently, not going to the gym one day and then not going 3 days in a row and then going like, that's how I really be doing shit. People be like, you work out all the time, but you do all this. I'm like, yo, I be mad motivated. And then I will diss every lazy fat motherfucker in the universe on the internet. And then I won't do shit for 4 days. So I'm the biggest, dumbest, hypocritical dickhead in the world. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to get back on the straight path and get this shit because once I seen that McDonald's was affecting how I fucking look, nah, y'all niggas can eat a dick. I'm cool, man. Ba-da-ba-ba, fuck no. I'm cool, man. So that's really what's been happening with me. Just epiphany on me being ugly because of McDonald's and trying to do everything I can do. And it's crazy. I was reading all these articles and they said the biggest thing that like will help a beard, obviously, are testosterone building. And they said Rogaine. They said put some Rogaine on your face. And when I was hearing this, I'm just like, get the fuck out of here, man. Every single person was like, why don't you just use Rogaine? Like, everybody just starts saying it. And I'm like,
I'll slap some Rogaine right here.
Then I start thinking, that's what I was doing before. I was deleting up until Atlanta. And when I was going crazy with the working out and the diet and shit, I was using the Rogaine. And I forgot about that. It literally just completely slipped out of my mind. And then I started reading more and it was saying like what is in Rogaine and minoxidil and all that. That's like one of the major things that can, you mean, promote hair growth. And I was just like, oh, wow, okay. So I got all my tools, man. Every day I just be, you know what I'm saying, or brush it. I'm looking for my derma roller, can't find this shit. I ordered another one off Amazon. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. But as far as like what's been going on, nothing. Just that.
Word.
That's all I can think of. Oh, well, got a second job. You know what I mean? But I mean, that's really whatever. Still in healthcare. So, I mean, that's cool. Only do it 2 days a week. I actually got what I wanted. I think that's why it was so hard for me to find a job because I'm like, I got an overnight job. I work 12 to 9, 5 days a week. So 12 at midnight and into 9 in the morning, I have to sleep. I have to sleep until at least 3 or 4 or whatever. I go to work at 5 and I can leave at 10, 2 days a week. That's it.
Boom.
I got it. So what's been going on with you, man?
I mean, the cop story, and I ran out of breath again, and
What is it? What does that mean?
What? I think I told a story a couple pods ago,
Maybe.
quite a few pods ago, that I was off the keto, and I was barreling towards my extreme fat shit again. You know what I mean? The peanut butter jelly Eggos and things like this. And and it fucked me up pretty bad. One night I was saying I was having a little pud pounding session with myself. Really just giving it to myself. What? And I lost my breath from jacking. I jacked till I couldn't breathe.
What? So, all right, I gotta ask a question. I mean, this maybe I shouldn't ask any questions because that's masturbation time is intimate.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I don't really want to know no details. I don't.
Word. All right. What's the question, bro?
It's just like, yo, are you holding your breath? Are you holding your breath when you're doing it?
I don't know. I mean, that's
maybe you need to be more conscious of how you're doing it. Maybe like, you know what I'm saying?
what did you say?
Maybe
don't give
like
me no tips.
I'm
older than you. Nigga, I've been beating dick longer than you.
What? I mean, I feel like everybody has because I didn't start off like everybody else. I mean, I might have told the story. We're going back. We're going back.
Come on.
I told everybody like I was embarrassed. Everybody thought I was such a I was a popular dude, but I was popular for the wrong shit. But I was like a goofy class clown type popular. But everybody knew that girls like me. Like a lot of girls like me, but I wasn't fucking nobody. So I felt like I can't masturbate until I have sex. If I have sex, I can beat my dick all I want, but I can't resort to me being a loser of me not being able to get ass and then me beating my dick. Like I can't do that. So whatever. When I watched porn, I never used to beat my dick. I used to just hold my shit to the base of my pelvis while I was Rocky Balboa to the maximum. And I would just wait until something would just happen. I wasn't, you know what I mean? But anyway, go ahead.
Absolutely bonkers, but whatever. We all have our starts.
Yeah, it can't work no more. Like I've been through too much fucking filth wars. I can't. There's no way I'll be able to spill milk like that. It doesn't matter.
Whatever. I don't. My technique is my technique. I'm not even gonna get into it. Whatever.
Yeah, but you might be laying like to the point where you're cutting off your circulation to get like. You know what I mean?
I'm like, what am I upside down? What the fuck am I doing? Am I putting like weights on my chest? What am I doing? I'm just beating my meat. Man.
All right, my bad. Go ahead.
A simple transaction. Hand, dick, stroke. Like there's nothing else to it. I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe this is like the heart rate or whatever the fuck. I don't know what the fuck the thing. I don't know what it is.
Do you think the POs are the ones that you're watching are too cracking? Because I mean, shit. This is one Roxy Reynolds one. I can't watch it. I can't. Because that one will put me in a flustered state.
It's always the same one. And this is what happens. Like I'll cycle through 5 billion thumbnails, but I always end up going back to the same video. Portia Carrera. There's these 2 girls, one on the bed here, one on the bed here. They're in doggy style positioning. She's on so they're in a hotel, a bed here. She's in the middle. And they're both of the girls are just in eat ass position, right? And she starts working on one, and then she goes over and starts working on the other, and it's just it's a great scene. It's a great scene. I like it. I love it, and I can go through hours of thumbnails, and then I just go back. Like it was just like I gotta finish this. Just go back and just go back to that one. It's a good scene. So that's what I was on. I was like, all right, this is the finisher. I've edged enough. You know what I mean? I gotta close the door now. So as I'm closing the door, I'm just like, and I'm doing it. Then I spill, but then afterwards, I'm just like what the heck, man? I'm just breathing. I'm just like, I mean, I'm catching it, but it's not like a full like. You know what I mean? I ate all types of crazy stuff that day too. I had like a sausage, a deep dish sausage pizza from Little Caesars. You know what I mean? Like, but fat shit, not even like good food, but just like, I'm in Norfolk Sales right now. I'm gonna just grab one of these sausage joints, like a little quick $10 fucking sausage pizza. And then I ate the pizza. You know what I mean? I slammed on that pizza. like 2 hours later, I was like, man, I can use something sweet. I made a bowl of fucking Fruit Loops. You know what I mean? And in between the Fruit Loops, I got some yogurt. I'm doing all this fat shit. So it's like, at the end of the night, my stomach was just like, yo, this is not working. And I think I correlated everything to this because I'm back on keto. So, and I realized once I got back on keto, my breath, everything is fine. What I realized is that I've been on keto so long, my body no longer knows how to properly burn these carbs, right? So I load my belly up with these binges, right? I load my stomach up with these binges, pause. And my metabolism, my gut health is just like, nigga, what the fuck is this shit? We can't do nothing with it. It's like, you know what I mean? So I realized when I'm off of keto, I don't go to the bathroom. Like it'd be like so sparse. It'd be like 3 days, then I'll go. Oh, you know what I mean? Or you see what I'm saying? It'd be sparse as shit. So I know there's a fucking problem. So I realized that my body can't break carbs down the way that it used to. Or it's going to take a long time for it to get acclimated back into doing that. And the way that I eat when I'm off of keto, my body can't keep up. It's just like, bro, come on, man. You just had pizza. What? This is a steak. Like, it's already hard enough to break down this bread. I'm about to say, yeah. You know what I mean? It's already hard enough to break this shit down. You putting steak on top of this sausage pizza? You fat fuck. You're going to kill yourself. At it again, man. I'm like, yo, thinking about certain things, certain, you know what I mean? And I was just like, hi. And the nigga blew. And I was just like, ooh. I'm trying to lay certain ways. Like, man, what the fuck is going on? I'm laying on my back on the floor. I'm thinking maybe it's the couch. Like, man, because whenever I had COVID, I was like, just terrified. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I'm looking at like, all the breathing things that people go through. Like, and I was like, if you like, there was a story someone was saying they were laying a certain way, and the doctor was like, yeah, I feel like your lungs are here, and if you lay a certain way, it could affect your breathing. This and the third. So that was always in the back of my mind. So I'm laying back on my couch. I'm like, okay, this is affecting my lungs right now. Let me sit up. You know, I went outside and paced the fucking front of the house. I sat down in my car. I went everywhere trying to get my breath, like, or just not even get my breath because I was breathing, but just to get that feeling of like not being able. Like, you see what I'm saying? So that night I was like, man, well, I just started. All the puzzle pieces just came together. I was like, man, it's this fucking overeating because my stomach was completely fucking full. I mean, like, I couldn't even get a bottle of water in there. You know what I mean? Shit. So it was just like my stomach was full, and I could feel it. Like I could just feel my stomach, and I'm just like the way that I'm sitting. I know my stomach is probably pushing up against like my upper frame. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it was just a whole bunch of fucking shit that fucking maybe I'm just creating in my mind. I don't know, but. I was like, nah, never again. So I realize now that this is just what the fuck it has to be. And if I do go off, it can't be, you know what I mean? It can't be, 2-3 month stint or, you know what I mean? Yeah. It has to be like, all right, Thanksgiving's coming. I eat Thanksgiving food. I go back on keto the next day. Right. Like, you know what I mean? That type of shit. I go back on my fast. And I don't even know if that's healthy. I'm bicycling fucking keto, but whatever. But I realized that because as soon as nigga, I'm in, this is the third day. So I can eat tomorrow. I cannot fucking wait.
Yeah, I don't know how you be doing these crazy ass fasts, man. That's
whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's just fucking bro. I ate motherfucking coconut chunks. Whatever.
Those count?
I broke it. It doesn't matter. But I'm gonna eat something substantial tomorrow.
All right.
And I realized that the moment that I did my fast and everything, it just went away. Everything just went away. Like it just like the everything. I you know what I mean? A nigga handled business, and it was just
smooth.
It was just a smooth transaction. So I'm like, all right, I'm back, baby. I'm back. I guess this is just what it is, man. I'm just loading my gut, pause, with just massive bad food, and then it's almost taking me out. So I just gotta, I'm done. I just have to fucking get right. And now I have to be really fucking serious. Like now I got to start implementing the gym. I got to start like strength training because I'm realizing, yo, like I'm getting weak as fuck, man. I'm getting weak as shit. Damn, we even fucking man. My birthday passed 36. Bang, 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 bang. October 13th.
I'm about to say we got a yay joint on here.
Yeah, yo, nigga made it. Niggas here, but it's just, man, it's a crazy number. You know what I mean? It's a crazy number to me. So it's like I feel like 30. It's a crazy number to me. I know there's people older than me that, you know what I mean, but it's like I just feel crazy about that number. It's such a weird number to say, and I'm just. My body just doesn't feel like at its peak. You know what I mean? I just feel like I need to get my strength back up. I need to just feel better about myself. You know what I mean? Like I already, you know, I love me some me, but it's just, you know what I mean? I think I can love myself a little bit more. So I got to start doing things that make me feel better about me, opposed to like I have to. What am I trying to say? Instead of appeasing like the food aspect, instead of feeding into that dopamine release, I need to find a new way to release dopamine outside of like, because you know, food. I know for a fact my relationship with food is fucked. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's bad, and I can't. Like, I mean, it's a relationship that I can't keep falling back into. So I have to figure out new things. Like when me and JD was doing the gym shit.
Yeah,
that shit was amazing, man. Every fucking day.
I remember.
And then you get fucking addicted to it. And it's just like, I would bicycle the gym all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, there would be times where I would just go, it was like super hard, 6 months, every day. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And then the moment you see results, you're like, I don't need that. Like, you know what I mean? You just get comfortable. That's my problem. See, once I see results and I look at the mirror and I'm like, yo, like I look crazy.
Mine's is a little backwards. Because once I see the results, that's where the addiction comes from. I get addicted to seeing the results, and I'm like, I can get stronger than this. Like even you seen that how I was in Elden Ring. I was leveling up something that didn't need leveled up anymore, and it was to the point where I was at a cap, but I just kept putting strength. I wanted to one shot everybody, and it got to a point where I was one shotting everybody. Until I got to the last boss and I couldn't beat it. But yeah, anyway, that's how it is for me. Once I see results, it's just there'll be times where something will happen and I'll just forget. I'll forget that I'm even doing this. Like I remember when I first lost 30 pounds very easily and I was kind of ripped and everything. It was like 2016. We went to Miami. And when I got back, I just forgot. That I was on that path because that vacation, that was basically what it was for. But when I got back, I was just like, yeah, I ate everything on vacation. I came back and I was just like, and then I'm like, oh, wait, I wasn't supposed to be doing this. And then I turned into lard ass again. It's kind of similar what happened. We went to Atlanta. I was just like, yeah, I'm doing everything. We got to Atlanta. Shake Shack every day. It was fucking delicious. Got back. Damn, there's no Shake Shack. McDonald's will do. And I was fucking doggy styling McDonald's every damn day. And here we are. Anyway, shit. I mean, what's going on in the universe that's worth speaking on? I mean, I already know we got the big thing. We got Kanye, Nicki arguing with people. What else has been happening? The baby's being a lame ass corny motherfucker. Tory Lanez is uppercutting people. I don't know. A lot of shit's been happening, but a lot of shit that's not worth it. But where you want to start, man?
See, let's start with did you see the Kanye interview?
I actually didn't, man. I only seen one thing, and I took that and just was like, that's going to make me not watch anything he has to say. It was the George Floyd comments. So and plus it got taken down, so I didn't really get a chance to go watch the Drink Champs interview with Nori and the FN. But I did see a clip, and it said that Kanye was just going on a rant, and then he said that people don't even realize that George Floyd didn't die because of the cop. George Floyd died from fentanyl. And it was just like, all right, I hate Kanye. Because it's like, all right, bro, listen. If George Floyd was on crack, coke crack, a new form of coke crack, fentanyl, macaroni, and crystal meth, It doesn't matter. That has nothing to do with why he died. He died because the cop was kneeling on his neck and he couldn't breathe. That's why he died, bro. So I was just like, what? And I was arguing with somebody on the internet, and they was like, see, you guys are just sheep. You don't want to do your own research. You're a fucking idiot. He was on fentanyl, and he died because of the fentanyl. And I said, oh, my bad, bro. I didn't know. Good look. Because I was just like, you are nobody to me, so I'm not about to keep going back and forth. But I did say one more comment. I said, listen, if you choke a crackhead, if I choked a crackhead to death, did he die because he was on crack? No, he died because I choked him. You fucking idiot. And I was just like, whatever, man. I guess what they were trying to say was if he wasn't on fentanyl, which
he would have survived.
He would have survived the knee to the neck for 5 minutes. Are you guys fucking dumb? That's why I was just like, you know what? Whatever. And then it just made me mad because it made me mad for George Floyd's family, bro. Like, they obviously had to deal with that shit when it was at the peak of the news and everything. But it's like, all right, now they're trying to grieve and move on and get over it. And you got this idiot, this famous fucking idiot, just bringing up shit that has nothing to do with nothing. Like, even if he was on fentanyl, bro, why are you even saying that to the public? What? Yeah. Like, come on, man. You making them have to go through that whole shit again. That's why I was like, I'm not fucking paying attention to Kanye, man. Like, no.
No, I watched it. I watched all 3 hours of it. Even the parts where Nori got too drunk and couldn't even enunciate or even think of it was the tail end of the interview was really bad. I mean the whole interview was kind of like it was whatever. You know what I mean?
What was the premise? Like, what was he trying? I mean, I'm pretty sure he probably touched massive topics, but what was he? Because there's a whole bunch of shit that they're mad at Kanye for, right? The main thing that I knew they were pissed at Kanye was him bringing up George Floyd, saying that he was on fentanyl, and that's the reason that he died. So that's the major reason. Well, that's what I thought to be the major reason that everybody was going crazy. But now they're saying it's more so anti-Semitic views. I don't even know what that means. I could have Googled the word, but I was just like,
it's like Jewish hate, like Jewish hate speech and shit like that.
Okay.
So that was, I would say, the bulk of that interview. It was about that. It was a lot of kind of like self-serving talk, like where he was comparing himself to Noah, that he was like leading us out of the darkness, you know what I mean? Leading us to the promised land, you know what I mean? There was a lot of like overt and not so overt fucking 2024 running for presidency fucking announcements. There was a lot of like talks about Kim Kardashian, what they're doing, like that they're keeping his kids from him and this, that, and the third. There was also even like just talk about how he's like his dating habits and shit like that. He'd be like, I think he said something like, yo, he don't even like if he fucks with you, if he likes you, he'll just buy you a house, that type of shit. A lot of billionaire talk, which is kind of ironic. So the anti-Semitic rhetoric that he was saying, I mean, so he was saying shit, right? He was more so just I think because Kanye has a fucking problem with saying what he means, right? Because even with the White Lives Matter shirts, I think they weren't like, unless I missed the part or not. I don't think he was like, I don't think it was like a promotion of White Lives Matter, like. You know what? Let me recant that. I might need to watch it again. I'm not going to watch it again. I might need to fucking look and just see exactly what he meant. Because he probably meant it. I don't know. But there's a lot of times where Kanye will say some shit like when he says slavery was a choice.
Right.
You know damn well he wasn't saying that they chose to be slaves. Mm-hmm. He was looking at it in the sense of, instead of like correctly fucking like typing what he wanted to say or what he was trying to say, he was saying like the mentality of slavery
was
the choice.
See, and that's the crazy thing, yo. I never really was going, like, I never ranted or just said, I never said my views or anything about that. At least I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
But when he said that, I didn't take it like everybody else. That's how I took it, how you just explained. I took it as if he was saying, like, yo, you're choosing to still be in that mentality and dwell on it when you don't really have to.
Well, there's also a like if that's your life though, like if that's what you're living, how could you not think about it? I mean, you could think about being in a fucking on a beach drinking Mai Tais, but you're still a slave. You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
but did you feel like he was talking about slaves back then? Because I didn't think he was talking about them slaves if they were choosing to be slaves.
But there's an ambiguity with it though. Like he should have fucking properly fucking said what he's supposed to say, because I can't say that he wasn't. Okay. I can't say that he was
right
the way that he wrote it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. But
so it's fuck him or fuck him. It doesn't matter.
Right.
You know what I mean?
When he said that, I didn't take it as he was talking about the slaves that were slaves. Mm-hmm. I was saying he's like, right now, yo, you're choosing to be a slave. That's, I don't know. I mean, my perception might be fucked, and maybe the words clearly show that what I'm thinking and my perception is wrong. But when he said that, that's how I took it. But I mean,
I just feel like there's too much ambiguity with that statement that there is no way to pinpoint exactly what he meant unless he fucking explains this is what I meant. And I don't think he's done that. Like, I don't think like he does. For some reason, even whenever he says something crazy, like on Twitter or anything like that, like he never fucking clarifies what he meant. It's always like he'll say some shit and then the world just runs with it, which leads me to believe that these things are done on purpose.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I feel, well, first of all, I've been in the mental health field for a very long time. And when I take the trainings and, I mean, just read up on the stuff that I got to read up on, it's like he fits the criteria of so much shit that I've dealt with and that I learned with in trainings that it's just like, yo, the reason for this is mental health. He always goes on these rants. He has these manic episodes, and it's always a trigger. And I feel like the trigger this time was Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson fucking his wife or whatever, or them going through whatever they was going through is the trigger to him having these manic episodes and him denying medication. Everybody knows he has a history of not taking his meds. And one of the other things I learned in the training is they go on these manic episodes where they feel like they're completely rational and they're absolutely not. And they can't see that, but everybody else can see it. And they get hyper religious. I mean, Kanye has been religious, I guess, his whole career, but now he's coming out with Donda, a whole album where nobody's cussing. It's all about God and gospel. It's like he's fitting the criteria of
hell. He's calling himself Noah.
Exactly. That's it. So see,
he's like self-sacrificing. So he's saying that the reason why he can be anti-Semitic is because he's a Jew himself. He's calling himself Jews, like the black Jews. You know what I mean? Which exists. You know what I mean? But he's taken upon that. He's taken upon that ideal, right? Like I can say anti-Semitic shit because I'm Jewish. Right. Like I can say nigga because I'm a nigga. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's why that's where I feel like, all right, he's outwardly saying that. So in his mind, even though he's going through his manic episode, he's not thinking correctly. Like his shit is kind of frazzled. He's going through whatever he's going through. And the backlash is the backlash. I mean, he's getting, I don't know. I kind of have some thoughts about that too, because it's kind of weird because in the interview, he kind of points out the things that might happen. Right. And they're happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know if that's like him trying to 8 Mile it. You know what I mean? Get ahead of it by stating it. And then when it happens, it's like, see, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't take Kanye seriously. You know what I mean? But to keep it real, this was the closest, sad to say, but this was the closest to
him making sense.
That he, in a very fucking long time. If that makes any sense.
See, now I didn't watch it, so I can't give any feedback. I can't judge anything. But I did see something where my friend's dad said, listen, man, he might have said a whole bunch of bullshit and he might have been right about a couple of things that he said, but a broken clock is right twice a day.
Nigga, I've said that 100 times about this situation.
And I was laughing because I'm like, you're right, man. Like everything he says is not going to be completely wrong. Everything he says is not going to be completely right. But there's going to be some things that are just like, yo,
it'll resonate. Yeah,
that's right on. Like if you go talk to somebody who's bipolar or schizophrenic, like if they're in one of those moods, they will say facts. They'll they can teach you something. They're still people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've had their experiences in their walks of life. And then there are times where it's just like, man, hand me that wooden plank. I'm about to make a burger. And it's like, what are you talking about? Like, that doesn't make any sense. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Kanye has those moments a lot. Like, he is smart. He has a lot of experience. And he's going to be able to teach people things that we don't know about because he's in the industry. But there are times where, like you said, he's calling himself Noah. And
there was a lot of contradictions in that interview. There was a lot of like, he's putting himself on this crazy ass pedestal, but then he'll talk about like these hoes and fucking these bitches and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, my nigga, like, what are we doing?
Which one is
like, are we like you said, hyper religious? Are we Noah or are we, you know what I mean?
Wesley Pipes.
Exactly. Which one? Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's one of those interviews where it's entertaining. It's entertaining because of the content. It's sad to look at the descent of this man, right? It's sad to look at you're watching someone have a breakdown, like, you know what I mean, or in the midst of it, walking in it, right? I mean, like you said, they say a couple things that are right, a couple things that may hit, a couple things that may make sense, but it was just a lot of it was just like jumbled, like it was just like all over the place.
And that's how I feel like, yo, you can clearly tell, like if you watch old Kanye interviews and just how he talks, how he's speaking, whatever he's talking about, whatever the subject matter is, how clearly he's speaking, and he's just like, yo, yeah. So I went outside, I was on the bus, and when we got off the bus, we like, damn, look at all these people outside of the bus. Like just how regular he's talking, and now he talks now, it's just all scrabbled. Like, what you have to realize is, and then he might say something that might sound or might be truthful or whatever, and then it's just like, like his mannerisms, you can tell something is off, bro. Like he clearly takes medication, and he's clearly not taking it. He's on it, and he's not taking it. Like, I don't see how other people don't see that. Like, you can tell when somebody who has an issue or has mental health issues, how they talk when they start to speak, and it's not as fluent as it was compared to when they were in a good mental health space. Like, that shit is easy to pinpoint. But I mean, whatever. I'm not a doctor, but I mean, shit.
That's crazy. You brought up a good point about that clock being right 2 times a day. Because shout out to the beautiful Meg. But she said the same shit. We said the same shit at the same time. It was just like that. It just makes so much sense where it's like, outside of those 2 hours, man, it's a lot of fucking bullshit. It's a lot of fucking bullshit. But I did feel for him when he was talking about his kids, right? And I kind of it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I don't know the motives of the Kardashians, right? They just seem like everything that they do just seems like a media ploy. Even like Kim sent out a message in solidarity to the Jewish people, to the Jewish community.
Right.
It was unnecessary because no one's beefing with her about it. It's like, what do you like? See what I'm saying? It has nothing to do with her.
Yeah. What did you have to?
No one's questioning her relationship with the Jewish community.
Yeah.
But for some reason, she had to make sure that they knew, like, she was in solidarity. You know how on Facebook, right? There was the hurricane down in Florida. And there were niggas in Pittsburgh saying that they were safe. Like, like
people do that shit.
Like James Thomas just announced he's safe from Hurricane Isaiah.
That nigga live on the hill.
I was like, nigga, you live next door to me. I know you're safe. You see what I'm saying? It's the same way. That's how I look at it. The same. Her doing that the same as this. Like, yo, nigga, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah, anybody worried about you? What are you saying that for? You're saying it because you want to get that. The spotlight is on what he did. You want to get the spotlight put on you. This is the hot juicy topic of the week or whatever is Kanye's anti-Semitic antics. If I align with the Jewish folks while Jewish issues are being highlighted, that's a highlight for me. See what I'm saying? But fuck her, fuck whatever. But he did. He was telling about how they kidnapped his kids, right? And I know how that goes when you have specific or certain rights or certain times, or not saying I know personally, but I have, friends and shit like that go through that have the bad baby mom drama where they try to dictate the kids' time that they spend with them and this and the third. And it was just the way that he was talking about it made it seem like that was the case. Like you have the mother who thinks that you have the mother that you don't really know her motives, right? Like you have time with your kids and then they come and take your kids while they're on your time. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, they kidnapped my kids. Like that's how he felt. Like they took my children, and he was really hurt about that. And I kind of felt for that too. Cause it's like, yo, like I understand. I don't know exactly why they did it. Maybe they did it because they know there's something wrong. That's you know what I mean? They're just trying to protect the babies. And he could just be reacting to it in a sense of like, he doesn't know that there's something wrong with him.
Right.
And he sees it as they're just taking the kids away from him when really they're like, yo, no, I'm protecting the kids from you. You know what I mean?
And we don't, and it could be from a place of love too, in a sense like, yo, we don't want them to see you like
exactly.
This. You are you're mentally unstable. Like you're doing weird shit. You're making sporadic decisions. You're just doing a bunch of bullshit. We're trying to keep the kids away from even knowing that their parent is like that. Mm-hmm. We don't want them to know like that. If I had to take a guess, I don't know any of the Kardashians personally, man, but I would think that would be the reason.
I would say that's the thing. It's the Kardashians. So I wouldn't think that. I would think that there's something bigger. There's something behind it. Like they always do something but it has to be tethered to something. Like you never see them move in silence.
That's a fact. They don't.
They do not move in silence at all. Everything they do has to be tethered to some sort of exposure. Mm-hmm. Everything they do has to be fucking recorded. It has to be fucking talked about. It has to be discussed. So even with the move where they fucking, took the kids from Kanye, like, you know what I mean? It was just like, I'm pretty sure that wasn't a fucking like, cause it gained a significant amount of media attention too.
Damn. You think they put Lamar Odom on crack? What if they just, cause I mean, shit, let's look at their lives. Well, I mean, we got Kanye, you got Lamar Odom, you got, what's the dude's name? Jack Dissasick? John Dissasick or whatever the fuck. Courtney's husband. He's not on crack, is he?
I think and Pete like went into like a crazy deep depression. Didn't he get all the kids tattooed on him?
Are you serious?
Yeah, Pete got all of Kanye's kids tattooed on him.
All right, this is sidetrack. This is just how I feel.
This might be it's true.
This is just how I feel personally. It's just me. Even if this applies to you, you can punch me right now. I'm gonna just eat it. But whatever. As far as tattoos, I will never get it. I'm not a tattoo person, but I mean, I understand the appeal of tattoos. Mm-hmm. Whatever, you want them, you get them. But as far as tatting another human being, I'm not tatting another human being on my body unless it is somebody that I fuck with so heavy and they pass away. Other than that, you just never know what's going to happen between you and this other human being. So when I see people like getting face tats of celebrities, like what if we found out Drake is a rapist tomorrow? You got a tattoo of Drake on your arm. You're an idiot. Like you're an idiot. I don't feel bad for you. You're just dumb. I love Cameron, bro. I love Ransom. I love fucking Royce the 5'9". I'm not getting these niggas on my body. I'm not getting somebody else's kids on my body. Why would you do that? What if y'all don't work out? Now you just got little Sandra on your arm. You only knew her for 5 months, you fucking doofus.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened. Like they're not together no more. They don't.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Stupid. People.
After a while, that 12-inch meat hurts. they don't stick around. Sorry, Pete.
I would never. I just don't understand. Like, yo, I don't care how much I love anybody in a relationship. I love you so much, baby girl. I get your face tatted on my body. I get your name tatted on under my eye. Then what happens? I found out you was topping off my dad. Now I got your name under my eye, and now I gotta put X-Men vs. Street Fighter over my eye because I found out you was a whore. Like, it's just don't tat nobody else on your body, man. Like, whatever. You can do whatever you want.
Do what you want. Yeah.
You can do whatever you want. You can live your life. But I'm just saying you're stupid. That's all. That's all I'm about to say.
You know what I mean? Some people don't have the same resolve. I mean, or it just mean nothing to people. You know what I mean? Some people just get it covered. Put a rose over that fucking. You know what I mean? That's what everybody do.
Oh, ask me.
But I don't know, man.
What up, man? So, do you feel like Kanye was like spitting some wisdom, or like what's in conclusion? How do you feel about this whole shit?
In conclusion, I think it was all. I think, like we just said, it was he said some things that hit, and he also says, and he said more things that were kind of like,
okay,
yeah,
because I'm actually sick of Kanye. I'm sick of people talking about it. I'm sick of because I be on Twitter now. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Follow me, Geese412. But I be on Twitter, and I'm just like, all right, I'm over this, bro. Like I'm so sick of this, and I just feel like he's always. That was one of the things in the training too, that. You become hyper religious. You do a lot of sporadic things that are not rational, and you do a lot of attention seeking things. Mm-hmm. And I feel like his episodes go directly with the training every time, every single time. It's always exactly what I just explained. So yeah, he loves attention. I feel like it's just one of his manic episodes, and the trigger could have been Pete Davidson or his kids being taken away.
I was thinking. I was hoping more so the kids. I hope. Yeah, I mean, you know.
Either way. He loved her, so I can't really hate on that. Not at all.
I don't know, man. It's always just prayers. You know what I mean? I hope he gets. I hope he gets the help that he needs. I hope he gets the clarity that he needs. You know what I mean? I hope. I don't know, because it's tough, because it's like mad people try to jump into his corner to like direct this nigga, and it's always faced with the same result. It's like he's so far gone. It's like there's just no pulling him back.
And they always say, man, that's just Kanye, man. He just,
you know what I mean?
I'm like, all right, well, help the nigga, man. Fuck. Like,
I don't know. The nigga lost everything. He lost $2 billion in one day. You know what I mean? He got dropped by every fucking endorsement possible. Every day it's a new fucking headline of another company or another fucking corporation that dropped him. More people that won't work with him. This, that, and the third. And I think, you know what I mean, even it goes to what I was saying, like maybe, you know, I don't know if it's an 8 Mile situation where you just try to call it out before it happened, or if what he said is happening. You feel me?
Well, one of the things though, I think there was a clip. He was talking about Adidas, but he was saying Adidas would never drop him. But they did.
No, it was Balenciaga.
Was it Balenciaga?
Yeah, he was saying Balenciaga would never drop him.
He
could say,
okay, my bad.
He could say, I could say anti-Semitic shit right now, and Balenciaga would never drop me. And they were one of the first companies to do it.
All right, well, so there you go. So you can stop saying that this nigga is so much on a higher plane and blah, blah. Well, you know what? Not just because of that one company dropped him. I can't say that.
Everybody dropped him.
Yeah.
Everybody.
But it's just, I'm sick of just seeing people be like, when they post their opinion about Kanye, it's just like the way that they try to belittle every single person that is not in the following view of him is so annoying, bro. I'm like, all right, if you believe most of the stuff that he's saying, or you feel like he's taught you something, that's cool. But for y'all to try to speak down on the other people that don't believe the manic episodes, or that it's not manic episodes and he's really just preaching and it's all right shit, it's like, all right, bro. Kiss ass, bro. Like, that's so annoying. You're so dumb. Kanye is telling you everything that you need to know in this interview. You're a dickhead. I'm like, all right. Okay.
Well, I mean, because there are a lot of conspiracy theorists out there, right? So if you're already rooted in conspiracy and you hear some more shit that's like, you hear some more conspiracy sounding shit, that has that is it true? It can be true. It might not be true, but it can be true. Ambiguity. Yeah. Then you're going to fucking. Like I said, if you're of that ilk, you're going to believe everything Kanye said. If you're a natural skeptic and you question everything, you're going to have a skewed vision of what he said. And if you're someone that like, I mean, if you're someone that doesn't fuck with Kanye, you're going to you're not even going to take the time to even figure out if what he said was true or not.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't say that I'm a skeptic all the time. Like sometimes I just let shit fucking ride. But when it comes to a situation like this, it's like, you can't just fucking, I'm not going to just believe.
Right.
I mean, the nigga said he was Noah. Like, I mean, he made it seem like he's the chosen one, and he's going to lead us to, or he has the answers to everything. This, that, and the third. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know, man. It's just another celebrity you know what I mean?
It got taken down. So the interview gets taken down, but a lot of people are mad at Nori too. And a lot of people are saying, why are people mad at Nori? And Nori's a pussy for taking it down and all this other stuff. So I kind of disagree with that. I don't think he's a pussy for taking it down, or he should have left it up or whatever. I'm more so angry with Nori because he did not combat stuff that I knew that he felt he was against.
Mm-hmm.
He just let Kanye, from what I've heard, he just let Kanye go and say whatever the fuck. And he didn't steer the interview in a direction where it's like, all right, let's get away from all of this controversial bullshit. Especially with the George Floyd situation. Like, bro, like, come on, you knew what that was going to do to that family and stirring up all that. You just let him go on. And I know you don't believe any of that. Mm-hmm. You just let him do that. Like, if Joe Budden interviews somebody on his podcast and they're saying bullshit, Joe Budden will be like, that's fucking bullshit. And that's why I respect him. But, hey.
But hold on, because there was a different air in that interview. Like, Kanye came straight out the gate with, like, basically, like, if, like, they've done everything to me already, they have to kill me now. Almost like some ready to die type shit. Mm-hmm. So Nori went straight on the fucking, like, oh, nah, bro, like, we love you. Like, don't, like on some, like, martyr, suicidal type shit.
Yeah.
So Nori took that route. And I feel like Nori wasn't combating him for the most part because he was playing like cleanup, right? Kanye would say some anti-Semitic shit, but with the mindset that he is a Jew, so he felt he was just, what he was saying was he's allowed to say it. But Nori would be like, all right, let's stop with the, you know what I mean? Chill out. We're good. Everybody loves everybody. He was playing that role. Okay. Like, you know what I mean? Where Kanye would say something that would look like it would bring trouble, then Nori would be like, oh no, like, come on. Like, maybe we should stop talking about this.
So basically he was doing what I said he wasn't doing. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, I mean, but not on certain things. I guess when, you know, on Drink Champs, when niggas get crazy drunk.
Right, of course.
Like I would say, like, this was a 3-hour interview. Like I said, hour and a half, hour 20 minutes. Left at that mark, them niggas were fucking gone. Nori was gone, slurring, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. You know what I mean?
The big ass.
That's when the Black Lives Matter conversation started happening. All those, the kind of important stuff really started being talked about was when Nori was fucking drunk. So I could see why he wasn't so fucking attentive on blocking what Kanye was saying, not fucking like speaking up on certain things, because he was fucking gone.
Yeah, he was just getting into the like,
Yeah, like, so it was just like he was already Nori. So I could throw him some bail in that sense. But whenever they were alert and attentive, he was trying to play peacemaker, like, yo, nah, we love everybody. Yeah. He's just saying something, you know what I mean? Or it's like, no, Kanye, we love you, dog. Don't talk like that. Like, he was doing that.
All right, well, I take it back because, I mean, shit. I was just going by from what stuff that I read because, I mean, the interview got taken down. So, hey, if that's what was happening, then, I mean, I guess respecting him. But, hey, you got too drunk, man. But shit, what else? There's Nicki's been in the news a lot too. She's just arguing with every. Dog. This is what I realized about Nicki. So I used to love Nicki Minaj, bro. Not for her music or none of that, because it's just like whatever. I just loved her for that ass, and I loved her for her appearance. She was just beautiful. I mean, she has. Don't get me wrong. She made good music for. I mean, her barbs. You mean?
I got a veil. You must got a veil. I don't know what the fuck she be saying, bro. Like, she be saying some bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, she's a talented rapper or whatever, I guess. You know what I mean? Cool. But what I started to realize when I watched more interviews about her and everything, she's the most insecure person in the universe. Which makes absolutely no sense to me, but it makes no sense to me because I don't know her. I don't know how she grew up. I don't know what she's been through or whatever. But you can clearly see in interviews that she's insecure. The stuff that she lets bother her is unbelievable. You are projected to be, well, not projected, but you are seen as the top female MC, and you're like the only one. They kind of view it as like you were the only one until Cardi comes around, Lotto, JT, and all the City Girls or whatever, Glorilla or whatever. All these women rappers start to make music and start to get lit and start to get hot or whatever. And it's like...
Oh, man, hold on 1 second, dog. hold that thought.
I don't even know.
I watched this fucking interview where I think the interviewer was British or whatever, and she was explaining to Glorilla about her having foxes, like wild foxes, you know, just roaming around wherever she lives. And Miss Glorilla was completely dumbfounded. Like, she couldn't believe that foxes were real.
She couldn't believe that they were real
animals? She didn't know that foxes were real. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? She was like, what's a, like,
What?
Wait, those are real?
She didn't know what where has she been? I don't know, man. How? I had my question with animals, and then I realized it's like, all right, that was a stupid ass question, but that was years ago. Because I'm like, all right, are there unicorns? And it's like, nah, unicorns is a special magic horse with the horn. Like, it's not a real thing. I'm like, all right, cool. But we can go back decades from when I had that question.
Mm-hmm. No, it was just a simple back and forth, and then just the look of complete and utter just dumbfoundedness about foxes. She's like, I think at the end of it, where the clip cut off, she was like, I didn't even know they were real.
What?
Predictable.
So I'm not gonna stunt, man. Glorilla. I don't even like saying her name. I'm finding out her real name. I think it's Hallelujah Jones or some shit.
Hallelujah Jones.
It's not Jones, but it's something that has to do with gospel.
Okay.
Is it Hallelujah? Mary Hallelujah. It's something wild. But whatever.
Let's get back to Nicki.
Anyway, Nicki's insecure, and it's weird. Every single time a new female rapper comes about or whatever, you would think that they would collab and do like good female empowerment music or something. It don't usually go like that. It's always somehow she gets wrapped up into some beef with them. And it's just like, that just goes to show like, yo, it's you. You're the problem. How does this happen every single time, yo? Like, they look up to you, they respect you, but how all of a sudden you always getting into some shit with them? But she's just such a cornball, bro. I don't like her no more. Like, even when I see her looking in pictures, looking fire, I just be like, man, this bitch is a bozo. But recently there's been allegations that her husband, who has been seen as accused as a rapist, right?
Not accused, convicted.
Okay, convicted as a rapist.
There's a difference.
Okay, convicted as a rapist, but somebody on Twitter actually went out and said, "Look, I've been trying to get help. I've been trying to say this and that, and nobody really took it serious. So I'm gonna take it to social media." And she expressed that Nicki Minaj's husband raped her, and they were trying to shut her up and give her hush money. And she's just like, nah, I want your husband to pay for what he did. So Nicki also was in high support of her brother, who was also a convicted rapist. And
that was an 11-year-old fucking girl.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Ayo, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who you are. Like, if those are the charges...
Yeah.
What? You want me to pay for what? You're burnt.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you? You're fucking burnt. So there's just a picture of her that's being painted. It don't fucking look good.
It don't
look good at all. Openly support of her brother who was raped 11-year-old child. 11, bro. And then she marries a nigga, convicted rapist, has to fucking register everywhere he fucking goes. He's on house arrest for a year now because he failed to. And he's at parties around other people's kids. Can't do. Crazy. And then, okay, the beautiful Meg, shout out to you. I didn't even know that this song existed. Right? She has all right, man, come on. Where we at?
Okay, so we're going back in time. It's not a new song.
It's not a new song.
Okay,
it's not a new song at all. But we're not going to listen to the song.
Okay,
we're just going to read some lyrics. it kind of paints a picture, right? Because I believe she's a sympathizer. Yeah, I mean, as far as like I mean, there's just something about her, like, I mean, the way that I don't know.
If that she may have been, I mean, this is all allegations, just me just coming up with a theory. The fact that she keeps supporting these rapists, maybe she was raped as a kid or as whatever. She might have got raped and then, but the raper maybe like took care of her or maybe changed her view of him, and she just felt like, you know what, like
maybe maybe like normalized it in some sort of way where. Yeah. But I feel like because I think there may have been times where she spoke out against it in interviews and shit like that. I don't know, but it's like I feel like a person like Nicki Minaj, if that was happening to her, she would. I mean, I can't speak on people's trauma. I mean, you can't speak on what people will bring up and not bring up. So I'm not going to say that. But we can only go off with the shit that we see. I'm trying to bring this back to a little bit till it's not lighthearted, but it's a little bit. It's not as daunting as the shit that her contemporaries were convicted of, and her spouse or whatever. So. She did a song with Lil Twist. Remember that little nigga?
I remember.
There was like 3 or 4 little niggas that were on Young Money.
Yeah. Lil Twist.
Lil Twist. She did a song with him that was pulled, or it's a remix. The song's called Old Enough. Old Enough remix.
This already sounds bad.
Yeah. And it was pulled. Oh, look at Ice. Calm down, bro.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
Calm down, nigga. Yeah, but so this is old. Obviously, it's an old song. I'll figure out the date. Whatever, we'll do that in a second. But it's an old song. Obviously, it got pulled. But it got pulled because of the connotation that the song held. Now, the song's called Old Enough. I should give you enough context. It's a sexual song. Okay. It is a sexual song. I'm sure that the original was just Little Twist talking about doing things, but I guess Nicki decided that, or maybe Young Money decided that they needed to add a different angle to this.
What?
And the angle was rape.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to read the lyrics. Read the
lyrics. Okay, so I think at the time Little Twist was maybe 15, 16. Song was been created. Nicki Minaj is well past that when she wrote this verse, and. Not saying that this is any fucking indictment to her, like actually wanting to do this type of shit, but it just looks a little weird.
Okay.
She's looking a little weird. All right. So, she was second verse on this song, and here we go. Yo, you can get it. Might can hit it, but I gotta run. And when you get it, don't be telling where you get it from.
What?
All right, that's the start of it.
It's starting out pretty spicy.
That's the start of it. When I read these lyrics, I was dying. I was cracking up. Like when she told me that this song even existed, I was like, dog, I didn't even know. Why didn't this get this much fucking attention? All right, okay. Don't be telling where you get it from. I know you young, but you know I like that Young Money, and hurry up. The president about to come for me. I don't know what that means. Maybe is that baby? I don't know what that means. You know what I mean?
President and Young. Is it Wayne? Hurry up, because Wayne about to get my ass.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Maybe that's what that means.
Maybe.
Okay, whatever.
See, little boy, I can be your little teacher, and if you ball, then meet me behind the bleachers.
That's head. That's head. What else is that?
About a little piece of neck.
What else is that? I mean, come on, what are we talking about?
100.
Predictable,
man. All right, we behind the bleachers now. You gotta come hard trying to reach her. She's talking about her ass. You gotta come hard trying to reach her, or you gotta get through butt cheeks to get through the cooch.
Is that how you took that?
No, listen.
I took it as you gotta come hard trying to reach her. You gotta go crazy in my box to get to the G spot.
Cause if we hit it, I might charge you for the feature. I'm thinking, I don't know, man. It could be either way. It could go either way. It's ambiguous.
We know
nasty, and it's still a 16-year-old boy that's coming hard on you. Because if we hit it, I might charge you for the feature. Excuse me, I'm a little bit nudie. This is where it gets weird.
What does that mean? Excuse me, I'm a little bit naked.
This is where it gets weird. This is where Nicki Minaj goes into those little Nicki Minaj phases, I'm sure, because I didn't listen to the song. I just read the lyrics and was like, this is fucking flagrant. All right. Excuse me, I'm a little bit nudie. You know them other little girls got the cooties. That's a direct. Hey, I'm old.
Even if she didn't write this, that to me that reads, you know them other little girls got the cooties, but I got that healthy coochie. That's what I took. I mean, from that, but I mean, go ahead.
Little girls got the cooties. I mean, really look at. Wait. I mean, really look at these Hooties. I mean, Hooters. Excuse the bloopers. Now she's about to go into her Nicki Minaj bag.
Look at these Hooties. My bad, I meant these boobers. My bad, I meant these. My bad, I meant these Hooters.
Boobers.
What?
What the fuck? Oh my God.
Now, I'm not gonna hold you. Certain women got titties, certain women got boobs. She definitely got Hooters. So she wasn't lying when she said that, but go ahead.
Oh my God.
Look at these Hooties. My bad.
You know what I just found out?
What?
I just found this out like I was like maybe like a week old. It's not even a week. It was like a week, about a week ago. Hooters, owl eyes, hoots, Hooters, owl eyes look like Hooters. They call Hooters because of owl eyes.
Hold up.
What?
I'm not gonna hold you.
My nigga.
I never even thought about that either.
Yo.
I think we were just so horny in the fact at the fact that titties are titties. So when they brought up, you just like titties. Like you're not thinking about why they were called that.
I just thought some old white dude was like, those are Hooters. Look at those Hooters. Like, look at them Hooters. Goddamn.
The same with puppies. Like I remember they used to say that in wrestling. Look at the puppies. Yeah. And it's like, these have nothing to do with dogs. These are big, excellent breasts. Thank you, Trish. Dog.
Hooters. Owl eyes, man.
Wow.
Blew my whole fucking shit. I was just sitting at home like, dog, Hooters? Hooters. This thinking of owls, like watching fucking videos on YouTube about owls flying and the way they feed. Mm-hmm. I'm like, dog, Hooters, titties, owl eyes, big giant eyes, titties.
I never thought
Hooters. Man, it was a whole fucking situation. Whatever. Okay. So we went from I mean, really, look at these Hooties. I mean, Hooters. Excuse the bloopers. She lowers the voice, right? Now she's about to get into the Nicki Minaj bag. The bloopers, excuse the bloopers. You like Hooters? Look at these Hooters. I want to ride on the back of your scooter. What? That's a razor. What? Razors can't fit two.
And they definitely ain't fitting that big fat butt.
Oh my God, I want to ride on the back of your scooter. I'll get you real smart without a tutor. You know what that means? That's head again.
Brains.
That's her verse.
Wow.
That was her verse in that song. I want to hear the chorus. Old enough, girl, just give me a chance. Your man, he ain't strong enough. I'm about to take you off his hands. His money ain't long enough, girl. You need to put me in your place. Go to put me on, or gotta put me on. That sounds terrible.
Gotta put me on.
They put that song on the shelf because it was probably trash. But her verse is absolutely fucking flagrant. And then, like I said, it paints a picture as a whole of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for her to even be cool with writing these lyrics, it's like, what's up with you, yo? Like, because I feel like most people in the industry, like just most human beings that are not cool with something like this ain't something to teeter-totter on. Mm-mm. You wouldn't even play with this if you weren't cool.
It wouldn't even be funny. This would be funny if we do it. Come on, Twist, say your shit. Like, nigga. Like,
nah, what are we doing?
I mean, I don't know. Who knows if she was like coaxed or maybe like this was like a, people were telling her she has to do it, or Who knows? But it wasn't a good. It's not a good look.
Not at all.
And we were having it like trying to rationalize the logic. Like I'm thinking back like when I was 15, 16. Mm-hmm. And let's even.
I would have been looking at these Hooters. It's on. First of all, this would have been went a little bit different than just me. For her to even write these lyrics after the song was over, I would have been like, "What's up? You trying to fuck?" Like I would have came at her because for you to even be able to write this, you've been thinking about my little twist. I'm gonna twist it all inside your guts. What do you think this is? What? The fuck out of here.
Predictable.
So I would have been sucking on them Hooties, and she would have met me behind the bleachers. I would have bleached her. It'd have been on. Like, come on, what are we talking about? But my bad. Go ahead. Bleached. You said back in.
No, I'm just thinking. I'm just trying to correlate to like to the logic. Like you like teachers that be banging students.
I don't understand. Okay, hell yeah. I just don't be understanding why are the students snitching? I don't get it. First of all, look, listen. Like, let's be honest, man. We know that it's wrong. Of course, we know it's wrong, but we're speaking in the mind of us. If we were the ones that could get the horny teachers, and you mean they were with it, we know that they can get in trouble. Now you can't get that ass no more.
No. Here's the thing. We're thinking with You're thinking with your now brain.
All right, let's go back.
You're thinking with your now brain.
I'm telling you, I can tap into how I used to think. I'm
just saying, you're thinking with your now brain, right? And you're not thinking with like a like, I mean, 15, 16, like your shit is still underdeveloped. Like you're still fucking like your shit is still fucking.
Of course,
it's still braining.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not that I don't think it's that these kids are snitching, right? Honestly, I think it's that these kids are like, I think what it is like the teachers, they have an adult brain and they're thinking with adult logic, and they're trying to tell these kids that have kid brains to try to act and move adult like, in a sense of like, be secretive, keep it low. Mm-hmm. Don't say this, don't say that. These niggas are kids. Mm-hmm. You humping on babies. So just imagine, even if little Johnson was with it, right? And he's pounding your teacher guts. He's not thinking at it like, I got to keep this low. I don't want her to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. Da 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 da. Nigga, as soon as little Johnson pounds your guts, he goes to fucking Jimmy, James, and Tyrone. He's going, yo, I'm pounding her guts. Thinking like, yo, like, look at me. I'm 15, 16. I'm beating down this 20X, 30X teacher. So it's like, I don't think they snitching. I think that they just bragging on their meat. Like, yo, I'm pounding. Like after, like, it might work for for a while. Like, I mean, they might be able to keep it low for a while. Mm-hmm. But one day you just gonna snap and be like, yo, man, hey, check this out. Say you on a school bus and niggas is like, yo, you a virgin. You ain't fucking, you ain't doing this. But you are pounding Miss Johnson to death every day after school. And they snapping on you, dog. You ain't never getting no pussy. You ain't fucking. You a little bitch. You little virgin bitch. And you're like, get taken. I'm fucking Miss Johnson. You know what I mean? What? There's a lot of pressure you got to deal with.
I don't know.
You keep that secret.
I take things differently, man. Like, I had a situation kind of happen like that, yo. Like, I was a virgin for a minute, basically a long time compared to my friends and the rest of the community. I was a virgin for a long time, and I remember I was outside and this girl, she was older, but she wasn't really that old. She was like a year or two older. But back then, when you're that young, a year or two is like 8 years back in the day. Mm-hmm. I don't know why it was like that, but
that's legit.
She was kind of hood too. She was kind of like a bully or whatever. But I mean, I want to fuck her now, but whatever. That's neither here nor there. But back then, I was just a soft little, like, you know what I mean, but I had just got some ass. I lost my virginity, and I was dealing with the person I was dealing with, and I was faithful to her, even though she was cheating on me all the time and shit. But I wasn't, you know what I mean, stepping out on her and no shit like that. But I was outside one time, and the girl was talking big shit. She's like, blah, blah, blah. Because I was literally, like, pushing this other girl off of me, like, yo, chill, like, whatever. And then she was just doing shit outside. Everybody could see it. This girl's chasing me. I'm, like, playing around with her, like, running away from her, like, yo, chill. Girl, she speaks up. What's wrong with you? You running from pussy. She clearly won't fuck you. And I'm just looking at her and I'm just like, everybody's laughing. Now, I'm not about to be like, I got a girl. I just got some ass. Like, I literally was just looking at her like, this bitch don't even know me. I was irritated, but then her brother spoke up and was like, leave him alone. If he don't want to fuck her, cuz, he don't got to fuck her, cuz. Now, I'm dying laughing, but it was just like, I've been in those situations before where people will put the pressure on you to say something and you want to just spill the beans, but that don't always, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That won't always get me. And I feel like you said tap into your younger mind. Okay, so this is the thing. I've always thought about jail as a kid. Like, I've always just thought about how horrible jail and hell could be.
Yeah.
The two places is like, I don't want to go to jail and I don't want to go to hell. So I'm like, I know both of these places are bad. Like, I remember that there was an episode of the Boondocks where the dude just kept saying, if I go to jail, I'm getting fucked in the ass. Like, I'm going to get butt raped. And yeah, that adds on to it too. It's like, yo, what the fuck? So I always felt like I don't want nobody I know to go to jail, yo. Like, that's the worst place that you can go. It's fucking jail. So if I knew back then that the teacher could go to jail, there's no way that I would have even thought to tell anybody. Like, my closest friends, I wouldn't have said shit. You know what I mean? I would not have said, I mean, I lie to everybody now about who I'm fucking because it's like, what do you need to know for? I'm just going to say, nah, I tried. She said I was weird. And everybody always believes it. But anyway, yeah. So I know me back then, if I knew that there was a chance I could have got her put in the worst place ever, I wouldn't have snitched, bro. I'm telling you, I wouldn't have snitched.
All right, man.
That's just me, though.
Maybe you were just a little bit more forward. But then again, it's like, maybe even sometimes it's trauma responses. Like whenever I got, you know what I mean? Whenever I got waterboarded, you know what I mean? I didn't say nothing to nobody. So I guess I get it. I guess you can be, but then I was more of a fucking, I was way younger though. I don't know. I think about when I was 15, 16 and just how extremely everything made me horny. Like, it was just like anything, everything. It just didn't matter.
No, you
know what I mean? It just didn't matter. There was like that era was just like, yo, like, will you calm down, please? Sometimes it'd just be like, you in church. You know what I mean? You're in church.
You're anywhere. If you're on earth,
it didn't matter.
It's over.
It just didn't matter. If you were alive, it was just fucking, it was extreme. It was just really, really extreme.
And it's crazy too, because like, I be horny as fuck now. But I don't be like, you can be, like, I try to explain this to people. You can be horny as fuck, but not hard. Like, just because you're horny doesn't mean that you're just on rock. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just, it's the mental thought. You know where it could go and where you want to take it. But back then, nah, you were horny, you were hard.
Yeah, there was no separating.
In school, I used to be like, all the time, and I'm like, damn. I'm always out. The trick was, you know what I'm saying? The trick is, so you like this, you know what I'm saying? And you would just put it against your stomach. Like this. Bro, just look, man. It's not a real, you know what I mean? Yeah. So you put it against your stomach.
You got it.
And then you strap it in with a belt. And that's what I would do. Because I'm like, I got it. You mean? Got to keep this at bay. But anyway, I wouldn't have snitched. The kids that do snitch, they're crazy. Because what the fuck? I'm not saying they're crazy. Well, yeah, yes, I am. All right, we got edits,
they're
man.
victims, man.
We can edit that out. Whatever. I mean, well, yeah.
Yeah, they're victims.
Yeah,
they're being preyed on by adults that they don't have the same frame of mind. You got this adult that can swindle a fucking, you know what I mean? They can swindle water from a well. And you get talking to these kids that are undeveloped, unexperienced.
See, now, look, that made me sound like a complete idiot. So I'm going to recant that statement because that was just me being a horny ass hornball saying what I'm saying. Of course, they are victims. I thought we were still speaking into the mind of the kid because they're obviously they are victims. I'm not taking
that's understood.
That's what they want, but that's not what they should have. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you mean.
But I thought we were still in that aspect.
No, I see what you mean because if I was a little twist, man,
that's what I'm saying. Like if I'm Lil Twist, I'm 16 and 25-year-old Nicki Minaj is trying to hoot at me with the hooters. I'm hooting the fuck out of her. So
hooty hoo. Yeah. I'm not even. I mean, I get it. I get it because you put yourself in the teen shoes, and where I was at that time, it didn't matter. You could have been 56. You could have been anybody. You could have been anybody who was like, yo, just take him. I'd be like, huh? You know what I mean? I'm on it.
Oh my God. Sorry, man. Let's wrap this up, man. Okay. So, shit. I don't even know.
What were we even getting at? The Nicki Minaj. What were we getting at?
I was about to say, I was about to wrap this up.
Oh, well, her husband. You said something. Her husband, more allegations of his rape shit came out. You know what I mean? And then it just kind of like correlates. I mean, just by association. Ooh, shit. Goddamn. I gotta edit that. By associate
by association.
God damn it, man. By association, obviously she just gets muddled into it, and you have to look at her background and kind of just see where she sympathizes with certain situations like this. Hell, like I said, she married a man, and then he's still he's still fucking doing what the fuck he's doing. That's kind of nuts and crazy, the fact that we're still dealing with things like this in this day and age. So beginning and in the end, if you, I mean, put him under the jail, this, that, and the third.
Yeah, it seems just based like
it's a pattern.
Yeah, the behavior shows that she's okay with this. So the allegations that the woman came out with, saying that her husband actually did rape her and that she wants him to pay and all this other stuff, and pay meaning like justice, not money. You know what I'm saying?
And even the way she's acting in regards to that, like she's just like,
yeah. And there's been screenshots released, and it basically shows a conversation, and Nicki saying, "Yo, you better shut your ass up, because I got niggas that'll get you out of here.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
Take the money and shut the fuck up." And just reading it doesn't seem fake. So I really believe it's true. And just like we've displayed in the background and her whatever associate with all these people, her brother being a rapist, her husband being a rapist, and writing these rapey lyrics, I believe it to be true too. So hopefully the truth comes out, and if they're wrong, I mean, hopefully justice will be served. To wrap this up, what else did we get at? Kanye, you can take that however you want to take it, man.
Yeah. Just be careful.
Yeah, just be careful and stop trying to belittle everybody that is not immediately just on the train of thinking that everything that he says is right and that he's a complete genius and everything that he sputters is just what we should follow, like he's Jesus or something. Y'all motherfuckers.
Very weird.
And I highly doubt that the dude that lives next door watches this. But if you do, bro, just quit telling your company to park in my spot. Like, stop, or we're going to have a problem. Anything else to add?
To the Pittsburgh police officer that barged into my job and felt that he needed to check nuts because he was around his white contemporaries. Eat a dick, for real. Like, eat their dick. Obviously you want it, you fucking weirdo. Yeah.